The entire room was Conrad to begin with.
Conrad gets into the room.
It's not even his final form.
Exactly. Hello, everyone. Oh, it's redlining. 1 second. Let me fix that.
You've only seen 10% of my total power.
Lower this just a little bit. All right, that should be good. All right, we aren't completely redlining now. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Potential TPK. This is episode 13. Last we left off, our adventurers were finishing up their puzzle run within Storm Shield Manor.
Worst escape room ever.
Yes, I'll make it even scarier next time.
Oh no!
I'll make sure to split you all up immediately.
There was a nice pupper though.
If that's what an escape room is, I don't know if I ever want to do.
I know that was
pretty much it.
I had a good time.
So they finished up their escape
Except for
rooms,
the end.
several of them, and made their way to the antechamber, where Conrad was essentially looking at a floating body holding an object. They did assault Conrad after dispatching two mushroom people, two myconids. It was a hell of a fight with Zagat being banished once. That kind of made things a little bit more difficult at the beginning.
I came back.
Yes. Then phase
And I
two.
hit him hard.
Then at one point through the fight, Zagat was picked up and thrown through a wall, where Conrad proceeded to get even larger. He beat the crap out of the heroes beat the crap out of him, but the adventurers came out victorious after Asher blasted him through the heart with a magic missile. We left off with Conrad essentially coming out of the enlarged form, which kind of more like fell off of him, dissipated into like a gooey-like substance around him, where Conrad in his in his form you know him as is more laying there, clutching at his heart, seeming to fade. You have the floor.
Ouch.
Are you down?
No.
All right.
I'm just hurting a lot.
Does anyone want to go first?
I think we left off with you bringing me back up.
Oh yeah, because I laid hands on you.
Mm-hmm.
I think I still have 5 points of lay on hands left, so I'll give you 4 points, and I'm gonna give 1 point to Conrad.
And then just waking up after just dying, I'm gonna run over and just absolute kick the shit out of his face.
No,
Just,
So,
That's just
Kill him!
the God stops you from
that's
doing
just-
that.
okay.
the one punch of healing doesn't take.
Damn, I wanted to question him.
He's still alive, but it looks like he's too far gone for it to be effective.
We beat him up too bad.
He got shot through the heart. Don't.
So we're. I almost did it, Logan. I almost did it.
I did too.
It's your fault.
I am
You're
to
to
blame.
blame.
I am to blame.
Busy.
It wasn't
Physically.
me. It wasn't me.
The second he said "don't say it," I was like,
Every one of us
3 points
just
of damage.
The first word left my mouth.
roll
All of
in
us,
physical
I'm
pain
sorry.
trying to hold it back.
I couldn't
Well,
help it.
down.
And Mike got punished for it.
Down.
That's not.
Okay, look.
the God will go over to Conrad as he's laying there dying. Conrad, what is happening?
He's kind of grasping his heart. He's still sitting in water, but he managed to like prop himself up against a rock. It doesn't look if he was. Looks like he's not dying as fast if he was actually hit through the heart. Like probably just nicked something just enough, and he's bleeding out internally. So it's going to take some time. It's not going to be a pleasant experience.
Good.
He basically is trying to save the world.
Yeah, you said that. But so far, we've been following in the wake of your destruction.
Not destruction. There's empowering, changing them to make them stronger. Make them able to survive what is coming.
People weren't surviving, Conrad. You were killing them.
Culling the weak.
Disgusting.
Orin's gonna wander over and start drawing an eldritch symbol on his leg.
Whose leg?
Conrad's!
Conrad's leg is in the water.
Yeah, he said what he said.
Okay.
I didn't know that, but sure.
I did say he was in the water.
Oh. Is there a part of him that's not in the water?
What are you saving? It's got shoes you away to. What are you saving the world from?
Down.
We get to business before we meme.
Get down.
Apocalypse.
You know I'm allergic. Go.
Doom.
Greater detail, please. I know you're dying, but use your big boy words.
He reaches a bloody hand into a bag behind him and pulls out 2 books and hands them to you.
Take the books. These are not any of the 12 books I have read.
One
I see it?
is Wilfred's book.
I walk over.
Wilfred's book.
Oh, okay.
But
Hand clasped around my abdomen.
you looking at it, it's missing a lot of pages.
Is it? Do we still have?
I still
Wilford's
have
book,
some
do
of
we?
them.
No.
No, I have the
Oh, did we
pages.
lose it?
That,
Okay.
You lost that forever
I have the
ago. That's been the
pages.
whole.
I missed that. Got it.
I have some of the pages from the book.
Yeah, you have
That's what it
pages,
is.
but yeah.
Are there still even more missing than what I have?
Yes.
Where's the rest of it?
The other book is my journal. It will explain a little bit more, especially since the last time you saw me, 40 some odd years ago.
You were a cool dude then. You were all right. We sang hymns.
I've gotten old. Become jaded in ways, but I have always served Erroneous.
Well, we're sending you to him, and you can see what he thinks.
Sorry.
A few things you must know, as I will be passing, obviously. There are 7. There's always one more. And there are 4.
So you got-
I will speak for Brody here. Brody, perks up at that.
Sorry, can you repeat that one more time? There are 7.
There are 7, but there are one more. And there are 4.
More puzzles?
I suppose it would be too convenient for him to even know what that means.
So,
Conrad, I mean.
he doesn't seem to.
Religion check.
Go for it.
Assisted.
Sounds religious-y.
Assisted.
Assisted.
Brody does perk up at this, as this is very much a reminder to him, and he speaks up on this. This is a reminder of when he had a psychotic episode. Because he had a piece of paper that said 7 plus 1.
That's right.
7 plus
that's
1 more.
You
right.
did.
I got a 10 religion, but I think I probably just figured that.
Yeah, it still doesn't make any sense, really.
What does it mean, Conrad?
Entities. Entities.
Got immediately.
What? Do I have something? Do I still have blood on me?
Not necessarily,
Yeah,
and
which
he
one's-
looking over at you. Not necessarily eldritch beings,
Okay.
but there will always be one more.
Does that mean it's impossible to kill them all?
I don't even think you need to kill them. That's just information I picked up from that book. That book is bad.
Yeah, we were pretty aware of that.
So, are you trying to bring the
He,
eight?
and you can see him losing more color.
Is he trying to
Can I drop
bring
my
the
symbols
eight
on
or
him? Perhaps he
stop
wants to
the
say
eight?
hi.
Stop the 8.
Stop the eight.
The 8 are merely entities, bringers of information.
But you want to stop them.
I don't know what they are. I don't know what I need to do.
Well, frankly, I think you fucked up.
Perspective. From your side, yes.
From
my side,
pretty much all sides. No, you fucked up.
I think on your end you fucked up too. You didn't.
I mean, there are still more. There are still more of my sect. I am merely one, but there are others that are continuing the work to make us stronger.
Can I write my symbols on him now? Rocky wants to say hi.
She won't be able to lay claim to me.
I think he's too far gone.
I don't know. If I draw the right symbols, she'll see him.
How are you controlling the demons? Devils? Fiends?
Whatever.
Devils.
Abishai.
Okay.
I made them see my ways. The infection. The fungal infection, and he coughs up some blood. Essentially opened their eyes to what I was trying to do. But they were not summoned. They were sent to kill me.
Are the 8 from the hills?
Not necessarily.
You're just a wellspring of information.
They, as far as I can determine, they are aspects. But they're
Aspects of...
Sin? 7?
everyone. But there's also, from what I've been able to determine, and there are, besides that 7 and 1, there are another 7. The opposites.
So there are 15.
Yes.
So, 7.
7 plus 1
Two halves of the same
bad,
whole.
and 7 good?
Mayhaps.
My brain hurts. Zagat's head is starting to glow from heat.
Hey, just accept it. Don't think about it and accept it. Trust me,
You all smell burning plastic.
it just makes life so much easier if you just don't question it.
That doesn't look good.
I think holding these books is a bad idea.
Here, I'll hold them.
No, I had already reached out my hand for them in the first place.
I'll give them to you because Brody's not here.
Okay.
But Brody is probably scrabbling
Asher.
for Wilford's book back.
This, I know you didn't believe in what I did. You never have. And he looked like he's actually trying to talk to Asher.
Okay.
I knew
I
you
let
were-
her surface. Mostly. I still keep
Did
control
you-
of motor
so you
functions.
Actually, so you
but
try to, but you feel like the second you actually will attempt to, it's not going to go well. Because she's looking for, you feel like she's been looking for that kind of opening, so you
yeah,
kind of like immediately suppress it.
sure.
Like just a knee-jerk reaction, like nope. I know you've never believed in what I've been doing, but it has been for the greater good. It has been for saving Arathera.
That remains to be seen. But we'll see if we can't use this information to actually affect positive change.
Don't think turning people into shadow monsters saves anyone.
I regret.
Make the whole world monsters and what's left.
What's left to save, yeah.
I do regret the gnome.
A little late for that now.
That one was a regret. The book, looking at Wilford's book, the book said that might help, but it did not. It made them stronger, but not the way we wanted.
Hell, I mean, what information has anyone ever been helped by a book?
Instruction?
You are an idiot, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
He falls down a lot.
I hit my head a lot.
Yet the funny thing is, despite our flaws, we can still be you, who is trying to make people stronger. I just think you
the
fucked
thing
up.
with the governor's daughter? The barbed wire lady?
No.
That was already here.
Yes.
Shit.
Is that Storm Shield's doing?
I don't know.
Zyle, probably.
It looks like he's actually like starting to fall down now. And at that point, he actually does fade.
Well, may Heronius forgive you. The world won't.
Now can I draw on his
Yeah,
body?
go for it.
Thank you. It probably won't work
I
now
don't
that
think
he's
it's gonna.
dead.
I don't think it's gonna do anything. But
Well, not now. If he was alive.
I'm gonna go check on the girl while you deface a corpse. Okay.
Well, when you put it like that,
Actually, yes. That is
It's funnier when he's alive.
While you do
Never
that,
mind.
I'm gonna check his pockets.
I'll help him check his pockets.
Is he still in plate mail?
so essentially, I think his mini's still up here.
Yep.
That
so
one?
this one.
Oh.
Okay,
So-
he grew the plate mail when he changed.
Yeah. When he changed he grew the plate mail essentially.
Got it.
That's what actually faded into like the goop,
Sure.
which is gone. It evaporated. It's kind of how enlarge works. You don't necessarily like physically get bigger due to the laws of nature, but you do essentially like summon like
Mass.
ectoplasm around you, a mass around you that comes from another plane or whatever, and just makes you seem larger, and you get all those effects. That's me going into magic too deep. Don't worry about it.
I'm pretty sure enlarge says it increases your weight by 8 times.
Hey, yeah, you get that weight. You summon the weight too, but the weight just doesn't
Funny is
exist.
the plan I was having for using enlarge is pretty much the exact same system.
You know, that's fair.
It's gonna be like an architect. Oh, we'll get to it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I'm stealing this
I'll save it.
I'm stealing this from a book I read. I just really like how that works. It makes sense to me scientifically and magically.
Still
So
have to have a debate about enlarge reduce, but
I
we'll
still
come to that
want-
later.
no, we 100% do. And when we had that conversation, you caught me at the worst possible time.
I know.
So essentially, he does have like what seems to be some form of plate underneath his coat. So he has the coat itself. He has a staff with some form of red gem on it. He has a numerous amount of pockets. Essentially, what you see is what's there.
Should we take the staff as proof that he's been eliminated?
We'll probably need to take the body out of here and send it to the church.
That's it. I still want to root through his pockets.
I'm
Who did we
assisting.
need to prove that we had eliminated him to?
Yourselves.
I was gonna say, like, why are we talking
didn't
about
need-
taking the
we
staff
didn't
as
need-
proof?
we
Like,
didn't need proof necessarily. But the church will want him, I'm sure.
So I'm checking him for see if he's got anything else on his person that may be useful.
Do an investigation check.
And I was assisting.
And just so it's stated, you still do have that stick.
The magic stick.
From the floating guy. Because you stuck your hand into the field and took it away from him, remember?
So
I don't remember.
You have a
can
stick.
roll-
I have a
You get
stick.
advantage.
You have a
Shield
stick.
stab.
Yes,
Yeah,
you get a
but
When we
second
first
roll.
found him,
It-
Conrad was standing in
That's
front of
good.
that guy who was holding that stick and was floating
Oh,
in the
that
air.
stick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I thought it was
the one
more
that
than
when
just-
when you held it, it
Oh,
felt like
because it
holding
was
a live.
literally just a stick.
It was just a stick, but it felt like you were holding a live wire.
Right. It's an electric stick.
Conduit.
18.
Okay, you root through his pockets. You do find numerous little pouches that do come out to some amount of gold. You don't know quite yet, but it feels like a hefty amount. You find like a pouch with a couple diamonds in there as well, which kind of makes sense if he is a cleric. Beyond that, it'd be his coat, his staff, and the armor he is wearing. Beyond the books that he gave over.
What armor is he wearing?
Half plate.
Is that better than scale mail?
Depends.
Technically, for AC purposes, but you become significantly louder.
Yeah, no, I already have a disadvantage on stealth.
Most heavy armor does.
I was gonna say this would still give you the same disadvantage, but just more AC.
It's also not magical.
Mine, basic armor is not
But,
magical.
well, you don't know if it's magical. No one's actually done anything magical to sense on him.
We know now.
Something gives me the intuition that it's not magical. Be ashamed to see all this go to waste.
Half plate's 15 AC. It's actually less than the chain.
Oh, alright.
Because heavy chain is like 16.
Yeah, I got 14 right now, so that's one more.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I need plate mail for a real upgrade.
Do you need this one, or it won't be
No,
enough?
real plate mail.
I got you.
How much does that cost?
like, I don't know, depending on how much the merchant charges. I think
Like 1,000.
in the book
A
it's like
lot.
1,500.
Woof. I was gonna help you out with that, but
We'll get there. We'll find something sometime.
We have diamonds now.
yeah, but those are good for
Other things.
yeah. I don't think Lily or Asher would probably. Asher might know that. Lily wouldn't.
An orange is
And besides, she goes and finds
go-
just real quick. She goes and finds a dry place to sit and try to piecemeal the Wilford's journal back together with the pages that she does have.
Sure.
Brody will help you. I'm sure.
Most definitely.
I want to go check because there was the girl that we saved from the hex trap, whatever, the fire thing. And then you said there was another body just inside to the left,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
And was that? I'm gonna go check on that
Yeah, I
person
don't
to
think
see if
anyone's
they're.
done anything with that body. Just
We went ham as soon as we saw him, so we kicked off.
Okay. The girl is fine. Still unconscious.
Okay. Different girl.
Same. The girl from before, the barbed wire girl.
Yeah. So when we
The
got
the
down-
one on the left, the
Yeah.
one immediate left. You peel off the hood. It appears to be the unconscious form of possibly Ryle.
Oh. Oh. I found the homeowner.
Is
When-
Ryle the older brother?
Younger.
Younger. I even had that written down.
Xylo.
Xylo.
He was the mage, right?
Yes.
Ryle was the mage. Xylo was the paladin.
Xylo's the paladin.
Xylo is the one who you took the branch from.
He's the one
Stick.
floating. Is he still there floating?
He's no longer floating.
Okay.
He's just unconscious, like laying on the floor, prostrate, essentially.
Is it a branch of their family tree? That'd be shocking.
That would.
I will try and rouse Rilo from unconsciousness.
I hope it's not, because I'm not sure I want to hold on to that.
Can you repeat that, please?
I'd like to try to rouse Xylo from unconsciousness.
Xylo or Ryle?
You made the name so close. You
I
know
sure
who
did.
mean. The one unconscious that to the left of the room, not floating
The,
guy.
the
other
magey
one.
one.
The magey one. The one who might be able to do some shit about this place.
You get close to him, smack him a couple times in the face.
Hello?
He's like, he opens his eyes. One eye is severely dilated, the other is not.
Very close.
Oh, that's definitely not the spookiest thing.
I've been in the rest of your house, that's true.
You didn't go into the upstairs third bedroom, did you?
Maybe? We went in a lot of rooms.
You'd remember it.
Was it the one with the dog?
No.
I liked the one with the dog.
No.
that was.
You found Spot?
That was-
Very good. Spot's a good puppy.
Was that the room with the barbed wire lady?
No? There's a room with a barbed wire lady?
You don't know what that is either? Conrad didn't do it, you didn't do it? That's all bad.
She just showed up on her own.
Your house was haunted, my dude.
I know, that's why we made it.
By her, she's alive. I don't know how a living person haunts places.
Oh no, she definitely didn't haunt the place.
Well,
Wait, the house is haunted again?
some bad things happen.
Again?
Yeah, it's been haunted a few times. I get bored.
What?
Sometimes I decide to spice things up and make it haunted with
You're the
ghosts.
mage guy, right?
Self-inflicted
Yes.
Scooby-Doo.
So the governor asked us to come in here and find out what the hell was going on.
Well, my brother's the governor.
Who did we talk to?
You spoke to a guard.
That's right, the guard. Some guard asked us to come in here and see what the fuck was going on.
There's plenty of dead bodies in your foyer.
Well, a lot of blood at least.
We're not.
Like several bodies worth of blood.
I don't want to clean that
And
up.
at least a couple bodies.
Oh,
And then
We didn't make them.
I point over to the unconscious girl. She was like hexed to be like a barbed wire ghost. Do you know it? Nothing? No? Not ringing
wait,
a
did you go into the attic?
Attic. I think that's about
Yes.
You didn't break the skull, did you?
right.
No.
Do a deception check.
14.
He looks at you. Good.
Wait,
I mean,
you mean
Because if you did, you'd
Incidentally,
because if you did, you'd be cursed forever.
So wait, you're saying that breaking the what?
Like
Zagat makes an actual gulping sound. He doesn't ever
like just
As boy, that was the aspect of pain. It is not a good deal.
so like
Oh, boy.
hypothetically, like say someone were to do that, would it be just that person or like everybody?
Oh, just that one person.
Okay.
They are now the personification of pain inflicted on themselves.
Oh man, that would suck if that happened.
Wait.
Oh, boy.
Did you just say an aspect of pain?
Yes.
Am I one of the 7?
You're
So-
one of the bad 7 now.
Kill myself?
You're gonna find this out later. It was broken.
You lied to me.
No.
You had such an honest face.
I felt bad.
He was gonna find out later when he looked through the house. It's better to come clean now.
I love the
I
irony.
expected as a paladin you would know better.
I love the irony of the situation that the
Are
holy
you still painting
paladin
on the
lied, and the great old one warlock called him out on it.
I know the alignment check.
Like, I didn't do that because you brought up a very valid point. Because I listen and respect your decisions most of the time.
Yes, I did break the skull, and it is painful. It's not good. It's bad, guys. It doesn't feel good. I don't know if I need a mechanic or a priest.
Yes.
Probably both.
Anyway, you have fun with that. I can't fix it.
That's your brother, I think.
He'll be fine.
Okay.
Why was he holding a stick? I say producing the stick.
Oh, you.
The stick of infinite shielding. You protected him.
Well,
At least once.
as far as I can tell, my brother attempted to perform a ritual with that many years ago. Technically, it worked. However, he has kind of been in that stasis for several years now. As far as I can tell, he kind of shattered himself across everywhere.
So that was also
How
not
is he
combat
still the
skill.
governor?
I am very good at pretending he's still alive. Well,
Got
he is.
it.
He is alive, still conscious.
He doesn't make many public appearances.
Is he going to be back to normal now?
Should I do a medicine check on him? I'm gonna do a medicine check on him.
Oh, okay.
You see, I've never seen someone's psyche get shattered across the infinite universes.
Should I leave him the stick?
I don't know. That is probably not something we need here. I'll be honest. That is a very powerful. I can't even call it an artifact. Item. We'll say an item.
Does it look just like an ordinary stick?
It looks like an ordinary
like if I
stick.
went outside and just like broke a stick off of a tree.
It looks like a stick.
Does anyone have detect magic? Anyone? No?
I do. But I'm fairly certain
We have
amount
so
of
many
spell
casters
slots.
and no one has identify or cast magic.
I do. I have both of those.
Okay.
Last time she cast detect magic, she went blind.
Yeah, no, I
Don't
can't do
look
that
directly
here.
at it.
I mean, you could. You don't know what happened.
I'm not gonna risk it.
I have detect thoughts, but I don't think it's thinking.
Detect thoughts on the
Look,
guy.
Pavlov had something going on there.
Across the several dimensions.
Would you like to cast detect thoughts?
I don't have spell slots for it.
That's
Sorry.
unfortunate.
Can I roll a nature check to determine if this stick is wormwood?
Heartswood.
Heartswood?
Go for it.
That is a 1.
You look at it. It's a stick. The stickiest stick.
That's a stick.
It is in fact
It's brown
brown
and
and sticky.
stick.
Throw it and see if it comes back.
2 minus 1.
Throw it and see if it comes
We're
back.
still waiting on the hammer. On the blacksmith hammer.
Sure are.
I forgot about
Oh
that.
no.
I'm gonna put that in my notes
Just
so I don't
picking up
forget about it.
momentum.
Oh no.
Hammer.
Still banking on that hammer coming back at the end of the game and just decimating the BBEG.
Still your
We're all
last
about to
skill.
die.
You hear a whooshing sound.
Comes back, stickers all over for all the places it's been.
Like a passport.
No, the passport is actually on a leather thong connected to it.
Okay.
Its spiral rotation has increased because the tail's just getting longer.
Like it'll be like the last boss fight. It's
Oh,
actually
we're-
just like
we're
you
all
hear
so
a
dumb.
whooshing sound.
Yes.
A whooshing sound.
followed by a great kaboom. The world has ended thanks to the hammer. It gained infinite mass.
But did we?
Turns out the apocalypse was us all along.
It was the hammer's the one more.
But did we take out the bad guy?
You took out everything.
So we won.
That's a
We
W.
won. We won.
Anyway, so would you like to cast Detect Magic?
I'm gonna have to do it as a ritual.
Okay. I don't think you're in any danger right now.
All right, I do it
Maybe.
on the stick.
Oh, we can still ritual cast without spell slots, can't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna start ritual casting.
And without it,
Make sure it has the ritual tag on it.
I believe it does.
Okay, just make sure.
does
I'm gonna
cleric
double check
have
for you.
ritual casting?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some.
Some.
My,
That's nice.
I have something.
All right, so you spend the time to ritual cast Detect Magic. How long does Detect Magic last? It's what, 10 minutes plus?
It's 10 minutes.
Actually,
Okay,
you know
just-
It's
what?
just 10 minutes.
Okay, so you cast Detect Magic, and while the magic all around you is still there, it looks like it's actually fading.
Oh, thank God. I breathe a heavy sigh of relief.
But looking at the stick, it is putting out a substantial amount of magical energies. Like just looking at it is like looking at the sun.
Damn it. Detect
Oh, my
Frost
magic
is-
retinas.
But you're able to like kind of looking at the wavelengths of what's coming off of it. It feels lots of conjuration in there. Lots of evocation, and also some chronomantic energies in there as well. But it doesn't feel like it was. It all feels natural. It doesn't feel like it was crafted.
So it wasn't imbued into this. This thing just already had it.
Yes.
Oh. Oh my. Were we at one point, like, wasn't there a thing in the journal about a world tree?
That's where the Heartswood is.
Yeah. That was protected by Nidhogg?
Mhm.
So I have a sneaky suspicion about something. I think there's a chance, because this thing is crazy dense magical. This may be Heartswood.
Just looks like a stick.
I mean, yeah.
Is it? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it's just. I thought I would be fighting a dragon to get it, and it was just being held by this guy.
Well, if it is, it
Well,
could
I
be
have
a different
identify
kind of
as a
magic wood.
ritual. Can I identify?
By the
it?
way, still with your
Sure.
magic sight, you kind of look around because you're not going blind now.
We need an arborist.
Looking over at Conrad's body, you can actually see that he is glowing magically.
Is it the same magic
Different
composition? Okay.
It similar in some aspects because it looks divine on him, but it looks like his coat is magically imbued. But you're getting two different kinds of magics from it. So you're able to tell that it is like divination style magic, but within that you're able to see holy energy and necrotic energy.
I didn't think those two things could go together. I walk over to it.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to disrobe a dead man, but
I just plated him.
is there any way to do that without just completely, like, I don't know, disrespecting his body?
I'll ask.
Ryle.
Yeah, it doesn't help that you have a character on Dark Titan named Xylo, which is a combination of the two, and I hate you for all three of them.
Xylo is a character name that I've used all the time.
Yeah, so
Continue on.
Resilio, do you have a sheet we can wrap Conrad in, the dead man?
Yes. Let me go see if I can find one in one of our closets.
Much obliged.
I guess while they
He'll
do
be gone a
that,
while.
I'm gonna use telepathy on the one guy,
Which one guy?
the stasis guy. See if I get
Oh,
anything.
Oh, the one that's unconscious on the ground still.
Oh, he's on the ground now.
Right.
Yeah, he's no
Yeah,
longer in stasis.
Rylazilazil.
Xylo is on the ground.
The paladin.
Yes, the
Yeah,
paladin's on the
him.
ground.
Sure.
You read his mind, and it's fuzzy.
Okay.
But it's not. It's like static. It's like static. But each point of static has its own voice.
Okay.
Oh.
It's like tuning in.
It's not the
to an
weirdest
old
thing I've
radio.
ever heard.
It's like FM.
It's definitely very weird, though. So yeah, Ryle goes upstairs to fetch a sheet.
I wait.
Yeah, we're just waiting.
Okay. He comes back just a couple minutes later. Man, it's fucking wild up there. He hands you a sheet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Your house is weird.
Yeah, did you find the clockwork monster up there? Holy shit.
I don't think we did that one.
Nope.
What?
What?
Clockwork Monster?
Yeah.
Was that also
I don't
in
think
the
we
attic?
fought a monster clock at any point.
Interesting. I mean, that may have been.
There was that ticking room upstairs that we didn't go to.
Probably for the best.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's a good thing he was broken anyway. So, you have a sheet now.
Yeah. Would you?
We'll wrap
I'll
up Conrad.
Assists as well.
Yeah, you two are holy or something. I don't want to.
You don't deserve this, but we're gonna do it anyways.
Well, he is still radiating divine energy, so he was blessed of Hieronius. Almost certainly.
Blessed by something.
I was going to say, it's possible that it wasn't actually blessed by that god, by a different god pretending to be the god he thought he was.
Maybe one of the good 7.
Or bad 7.
Or bad 7.
Pretending to be a good 7.
What if this is another one?
Whatever
of,
7 is.
Things?
But they're not people; they're aspects. So I don't know that they're fully
Don't think about it.
sentient, right?
Well,
Right?
this would be probably a thing about balance because it's both radiance and necrotic.
I'm pretty sure it's causing people to be off balance, mentally speaking.
I don't
Anyway.
think he was affected by the code.
Oh, one thing I do want to do is go back up to the attic and try and track down all the fragments of my hammer. Or as many of them as I can gather.
And I'll continue the process of getting that robe off.
Okay.
Put them in a sheet.
You kind of make your way back to the attic, and it's feels less tense when you make that walk. Like, it feels like a lot of that magical energy that was around was winding down now.
Got it.
Is it a direct path, or does he still have to go through the wonky doors?
You want to play dice?
It's actually a direct path.
He
Cool.
gets lost for an hour
Or
going through
dice if we
separate
start playing.
doorways.
Wait, it feels like this door went
Guys,
where it
I'm
was
in the bridge
supposed-
room again!
There's a bridge room?
It's a long fall!
I'm scared. All right. So, you wrap Conrad's body,
Yeah.
and now you have a coat in front of you.
I want to lay them out onto the floor of the basement, and I'm going to ritual cast Identify on both the stick and the robe.
In which order?
Let's stick first.
I'll do a religion check on the robe just in case.
We're busy
Nothing.
playing dice,
Gotcha.
so we're not helping.
So, you ritually cast Identify on the stick. You complete your ritual, you begin to focus on it, and within yourself, two things happen. One, you feel a massive crack. Not in the stick, but within yourself. Like, immediately form as you're actually, like, projected mentally into some form of void.
Oh.
Once you complete the ritual and you are in this void, you kind of look at yourself, and it's not Asher's hands. It's the hands of how you view yourself.
Sure.
Off to your right, you can actually see Asher chained to the ground. Like chains off to the side, gagged.
I'm assuming that's essentially what
It's
the whole dagger thing does.
yes. You walk up to Asher, and within you can see like it's tense. It's not like it's loose.
Sure.
Chains. Like she is actively trying to fight against it, and you can actually see cracks forming along the chain.
Oh. Good. Great.
And like there's a look of anger in her eyes, as no wizard wants to be
No.
dominated.
Well, let's not go there.
A lot of wizards are tops. Asher's definitely a top.
Can't see.
You hear a voice a voice from the darkness. You're a new one.
I am?
You turn around to where the voice is coming from, and you actually see a figure. Kalik! Thank you. You see a figure in fairly
How do you know the figure's named Kalik?
in fairly ornate robes, holding what looks to be some form of staff. I would not expect to see you again here.
Well, this is awkward because I don't remember ever being here in the first place. Although I have to say that I'm assuming this is some sort of mindscape of mine. I say kind of motioning to Asher as the evidence.
I wouldn't say your mindscape. More, I prune this item, the item in which you are currently identifying. I keep everything clean. Make sure to get rid of any disruptions. I would, you have been here before, but several millennia ago.
Well, that's
Several, looking at you, and you can't really identify it, but you can feel eyes just staring deep into you, identities ago. This is the first time, though, looking over at Asher, this is the first time that we've had blood magic, though. That is new in this line. It's very interesting.
having an identity crisis. I had no identity, now I have multiple. She's just trying to keep it together. Struggling hard.
You are always interesting when you are here.
Why would I be here?
I wouldn't say necessarily in this mindscape, but in front of me.
Who are you?
Pulls back his head a little bit. Looks to be like an elvish look to them. Blue eyes. My name is Nithug. Caretaker of the tree.
I've read about you.
In what book? He says, actually, like,
A journal written by a Sprinkle Toes.
I don't know that name.
Well, you're probably better off that way. Wilford, by any chance? Wilford Sprinkle Toes? No? Okay, well,
I wonder
That's
if,
probably
I wonder
for
if
the
he's the
best.
cancer that's been forming on the tree.
yes,
Whatever.
almost certainly. He's a cancer on everything.
The chaos waves have been especially chaotic recently.
Do you mind if I have one?
Yeah.
Thanks.
So, does that mean the tree is a real thing? A physical thing? Or is it a metaphorical?
Yes. It is both metaphorical and physical.
Does it exist on this plane?
It exists on all planes.
Oh.
It is what ties everything together. It exists on all planes, no planes, in all times.
Is the tree made of heartswood?
I mean, technically the tree is heartwood. It is the heart of everything. Of time, of space, of knowledge.
That makes so much sense.
The fact that you have obtained a stick that was not pruned appropriately is of great concern, though.
So this was removed without the permission of the tree or you as its
More
Caretaker.
without my knowledge.
I have no idea how they would have done that.
Neither do I. But that is a great, powerful item you have there. Unfortunately, I cannot take it from you.
What should I do with it? Should I return it to the tree?
You can return it to the tree. You can use it. But be very careful. As using it inappropriately would be ill-advised.
Well, then I will attempt or endeavor to not use it at all.
I would also advise do not break it.
Oh. Well,
You-
I hope it's sturdy.
I mean, it's a stick. It is maintaining a lot of the energy, so we'll have some flexibility, but like all things, it can break.
Well, I will do my best to protect it.
Let's be very careful. Lots of all kinds of magic within that. Do you have any questions for me?
Do you know anything about the vessel that my spirit is currently stored in?
He looks at you. The dagger. Oh, I shouldn't say dagger. Spearhead. I know many things about it. However, I will not tell you that.
Great. Can you at least point me in the right direction to figure out who I am? I don't even know who I am anymore.
Unfortunately, no. Not because I can't tell you, or won't tell you, I just don't know.
You seem to know who I was.
Sometimes you come here, you face me with fury in your eyes at the world. Sometimes you are timid. Sometimes you are a warrior. It seems like now you are, looking at you, musically inclined, mayhaps.
The only evidence I have of that is a flute.
That is at least who you wish to be right now. At the end of every cycle, you seem to change, break, alter. And the end of the cycle is very near.
I don't know if I should be scared.
There will be lots of fear from the world.
There always is.
There are many that feed upon it. But it's always an interesting opportunity to watch.
Has the world of Arathera ended before?
Yes and no. I've kept track of a lot of the worlds. I know everything that goes on, historically speaking. The world has ended, but not in terms of a boom, if you will. More cultures change immediately. Religions change. People change. People are born. Races are born.
I need to get back to my own body. Instead of keeping another chained up here for my cause. Do you know how I might go about doing that? I motion to Asher when I talk about chaining somebody else up for my cause.
I do not know if you have your own body. If you do have your own body, it's one of two things. It's either in stasis, from permanent stasis, or long gone. Gone to the winds.
That's disheartening.
Don't worry about it. You'd be disappointed.
I would be disappointed by having my own body.
No, it's disheartening. Good thing there's a lot of Heartswood around to help you
Oh.
with that.
I'm going to throw something at you.
That's why I said don't! Just don't! If I say don't.
Can I make him take the damages?
Go for it. That was chunky.
Yeah, no, I really struggled to get around that one. Like, the reveal happened, and I was like, "How did you get there?"
Like,
I saw
I'm
it
sorry. I
happening
told you,
before it
don't
happened,
worry.
and I was
All
like,
right,
"Don't
so-
do it."
Significant story moment now ruined. God, good job, Logan.
You're not in the mind space. Shut up.
You asked. I said don't worry about it.
Anyway,
I think I need to get back to my friends now. I'm try and figure it out from here.
I will imbue the knowledge of the Bow of Heartswood upon you. Use it sparingly, but you will use it.
This seems ominous.
B-O-W or B-O-U-G-H?
Bough.
That's what that's kind of what I figured.
And Nithug snaps his fingers, and you go back to yourself. I don't have the card right now written for
That
the
is-
Bow of Heartswood, but
Totally fine.
also, you instinctively also reach for the vessel. For your spearhead. And
Yeah.
you're looking at it, and there are cracks forming all along it. And within the knowledge of kind of what he just gave you, this is new. This is not something that just happened.
Yeah.
In terms of the cracks.
Oh, poor kitty.
It wants my attention so bad.
He wants anyone's attention.
Specifically his, and he's
It's 'cause
allergic.
I'm-
I just-
Specifically, anyone who's not paying him attention, you need to pay him the most attention.
Exactly.
I kind of tuck it away, looking at it like half terrified and just kind of.
You actually have tears forming right now as well, as that was an experience. And you are only gone for a very, very brief moment, mentally speaking.
Kaylee.
So to them, all it looks, if anyone was looking at you, all it looks like is you finished your spell and then you started crying.
I try and brush away the evidence of it as quickly as possible, like nothing happened.
Why is your face leaking?
I didn't see it.
You know, the god's still gone probably, and
Zagat's up in the attic looking for hammer for shards.
I'm very curious about
do an
the tunic,
investigation
so-
check.
Oh boy. I'm only gonna find the biggins. What is my investigation? -1. Hey, 18, that's a 17.
Okay, that's not too bad.
That's not bad.
So you're looking around.
Nice gods, thank you.
You're looking around. You're able to very easily pick up like the bigger chunks, and then you go, I'm gonna need a broom. You then go find a broom somewhere, and you start sweeping up your hammer.
Until I hear metal clink and I'm like, oh, there's a piece. Pull that.
Eventually, you go. There's definitely some dust in there, and you put it into a dustpan and stick it all into a bag. So now you have a bag of hammer.
Great.
That little hammer.
That is in fact a hammer
It's a
space.
sentimental hammer.
Back to you.
I'm gonna try and identify the robes now.
You identify the robes.
Yep, those are robes.
They are. Well, it's not. It's less a robe, more like an overcoat.
Like a vestment or whatever.
Yeah. It is. There's power radiating from it. It is old.
Oh Jesus.
And to you, to Lily,
It feels like a familiar old.
Huh.
You
Like I may have worn it before.
you know you have never worn it before.
Okay.
Like you can feel that within you, and you feel both divine and necrotic energy coming from it. But you are able to identify as the mantle of zealousness.
I'm assuming no card for that one yet.
No card for that one yet.
That's fine. I'll just hold on to it for now.
Yeah, but you do feel like there is great power within both of the items.
Holy crap. So, I don't suppose I would be able to tell this from anything that I've done so far, but did Conrad bring the stick down here, or did Xylo already have it?
The stick was already down here.
Okay, so Xylo got that on his own, and then the robes were Conrad somehow picked up somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. And do I have Conrad's journal?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to sit down and start reading it while these people have a chance to do their thing.
I've been playing dice with him this entire time. Essentially doing a rest, but, you know.
Sure.
So I don't know if
Zagat returns with bag of hammer.
Clank. Got all my hammer pieces.
Indeed. Well,
So what's up with the stick?
It's Heartswood. But I can't give it to you.
Destruction protocol engaged.
Threat level increased.
However, I do know for a fact that the tree is real.
That is good.
The real
That is a
tree
good
is
start.
real, and it is Heartswood. And this stick came from that tree.
Does the things we've been learning about the seven, there are 7 but one more, and there are 4. Does any of that ring with anything I heard while at the Church of Forgotten Gods? Like, does that ring any bells for me?
It does not. The more that you didn't really talk with the priest there that
It was
much.
more just I got the job and went on the case. Got
Yep. The priest seemed very aloof, so
Did they say why they wanted the Heartswood? Could we just bring this back and present it as that you found it?
If they did, I don't remember it.
Oh.
I kind of just got the job and thought it was going to be easy. Like, oh, there must be a heart tree. And then I'll go find the heart tree and bring it back and we'll be done. And now it's been like, how long have we been doing
like
this?
4 months.
Like 4 months. And then it turned out to be a legendary tree that might be guarded by a dragon.
Is guarded by
a dragon. But yeah, I didn't get a lot of details up front. We could probably just go talk to them, but we don't necessarily have to tell them we have the Heartswood now. You can keep it.
Okay.
You earned it.
Do you think that they knew it was it existed and that there was still no chance of you getting it, and so you were sent on?
You
a
know,
goose
there was a
chase?
short time where I thought they were playing a prank on me.
They still could have if they thought it was
And
impossible to get.
It could be.
Well, even then, we would have to have the blessing of the protector in order to take anything from the tree.
Or enough firepower that it doesn't matter, but I don't see that happening anytime
It might be
soon.
worth
We
going-
should not try killing the protector of the tree.
Why? It's just a tree.
It is not just a tree.
Oh, well, this is the first I've heard of this.
It is the world tree that connects all planes of existence together.
You see, this is the first we're hearing about this.
Oh.
Yeah, that's news.
Oh.
I'm sorry, what happened?
DM.
we not know
It
that
was in
before?
fact news.
Wait, what?
We didn't know
Yeah,
this
how do
before?
you how do you know this?
Talk amongst yourselves.
The stick told me.
The stick?
The stick told me.
sentient?
Is this stick lying to you?
No.
Did you get hit upside the head and
No.
are you feeling okay?
Yes. No, I mean, yes.
Scott starts like
Physically, yes.
Are you
Emotionally,
concussed?
no.
How many
Emotionally wrecked.
How many
Medicine
fingers
check.
do you see?
2.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there's 5 on your hand, but you're only holding up 2 of them.
Correct. The best kind of correct.
There's 23 medicine check.
Okay,
Do you smell toast?
no.
She's not
Do you
having a
know what-
stroke.
Do I smell toast?
Do you know what toast is?
I'm not even familiar with toast. I smell something. But
You don't smell toast.
Okay.
She's not having a stroke.
You're saying no one
So-
in this D&D world has ever sliced bread and then put it near a fire?
Maybe
No,
just
I don't
maybe
presume
I
that.
haven't been near it because I don't cook.
I
Okay,
can
look,
make
I'm going to
toast
sit
if you
on
guys want.
I am DM now.
I'm a pirate. I subsist on meat and alcohol, basically. So bread.
It might be worth going back to the Church of Forgotten Gods for
bread
a
and
refresher.
alcohol.
So when I tried to identify what the stick was, it took me into another plane of existence within the tree itself, and I spoke with Nidhogg.
Dragon.
Yes, the
Yes,
dragon.
got it.
But he was an elf this time. So I don't know if he's an elf or if he's a dragon.
What a 12 nature check means I got new. The dragons can sometimes be other people.
No.
Okay. Weird!
We learned about
I love Zagat's reactions when you fail an intelligence check. It's so
we
good.
learned about Nidhogg.
Oh, well.
Because like we're like commiserating in our ignorance.
What?
Didn't Brody's mom mention something about Nidhogg? Maybe she would know more about.
We discovered Nidhogg in Wilfred's journal.
That was we first discovered Nidhogg in the library, because when we did research for the Heartswood, that's where we got the name Nidhogg. Was from the one book that I found that.
I thought that was
briefly
from the
talked about it.
journal.
No,
Okay, well,
the journal also mentioned Nidhogg and Heartstree.
but the other book just
But
mentioned
the
Nidhogg.
other book was the first time we had heard it was in the library.
Well,
Ah.
maybe these revelations should be presented to Brody's mother. Maybe she could help us.
So
She is kind of a priest mechanic too. I wouldn't mind visiting her as well.
If not, I will be on standby.
To the Mechanicus.
but he had a great many things to say, and apparently I have met him several times before. In past lives or past incarnations or something.
I keep forgetting you're one of the few people who might be older than me.
I'm apparently millennia old.
That's much older than me, I think.
Yeah.
Hooray, not the oldest!
That's a first for you, Nate.
Unfortunately,
Here, so.
I may
Fast.
not even have a body. A real one, anyway.
Well, if
Yeah, you do.
your spirit's been trapped with
This
thousands
is
of
Asher's.
years,
This is not the same.
Well, right now it's yours.
It's not mine. It will never be mine. It is Asher's. And it's not fair to think otherwise. They don't relish taking over other people's
She's
bodies.
older than I am.
Well, hopefully now Asher is aware of that. You're welcome.
She is aware of that, but that doesn't make her any
no
less
one needs to know.
friendly to the idea. Not to mention seeing the actual nature of what it means to have somebody chained up inside of, you know what I mean, taking over somebody's body. Seeing the actual metaphysical ramifications of that are.
I didn't want to say anything,
Sad.
but it is kind of fucked up.
It is.
Are you
isn't
able
it?
to do a more symbiotic relationship with someone?
I did with Felix.
You know,
But Asher wants to kill me, so, you know, it's not really possible. And I have a sneaky suspicion that if I let Asher out even a little bit, it would result in a huge fight, and some number of us would wind up dead. I would be fine. But I can't say the rest of you would be in such good condition. So, I'd rather not think about that.
okay. I understand not thinking about things.
Maybe we can find you a new body.
What do you mean?
What if the mom can make her a body?
There are lots of Warforged that don't have sentience. Lots of Warforged have forgotten how to be sentient. They're just kind of shells.
And your spearhead could be like his crystal.
I don't know about that, but
He has a crystal?
We were-
you've seen the crystal.
Yeah.
Oh, I have. Yep, I forgot about that. Sorry. My thoughts are kind of everywhere.
You know, I had never thought about that.
It's a possibility.
But if they don't have sentience, what would I take over?
They have
Their
They
body?
have a mind. They just don't have the thing controlling it.
Consciousness.
Consciousness.
I wonder if that's necessary.
Thanks, God.
I've never had to take. I've
Yes.
never.
You're welcome.
Oh, God. Froggy's here.
Smite this guy.
You failed.
Shit.
This guy's a
sky
big
falls.
target, and you still missed.
The sky turns black. It's just this guy's gone.
Oh, and apparently,
Are we still on the
Arathera has suffered some
Yeah,
sort
we're
of great
still-
catastrophe in the
Smiting
past as
the-
well.
The
the
roof.
floor above us?
I think they call those
So this
ceilings,
makes
but-
me wonder if this is maybe a part 2 we're about to experience.
I'm just playing dice. I don't know.
We were playing dice, but I kind of stopped.
You got up and wandered around. over
Pretty
there.
much
Trying to
in the
you've
middle
lost
of
5
a
gold.
round.
Damn it. Like in the game, or just I.
I like to think you're trying to cheat Orin as hard as possible, but his luck is just that good.
Except for he's got the lucky trait.
Yeah, it just doesn't work on Orin.
It's the first time he's ever gambled, too.
It turns out Frocky's just eating
this
his
is
luck.
First time you've given.
Brock is eating as well.
Oh, no. It's the first time Orin's gambled. He's like, that was fun. Here, have 3 of it back.
Okay.
Thanks for teaching me.
So, what about the cloak? Is that anything of importance?
I don't know exactly what it does yet. The information's still filtering into my brain. I'm gonna hold on to it for now, but it is divinely blessed and also necrotic. So that's an interesting dichotomy. But I've seen this before in one of my past lives.
That kind of fits Frogty.
Are we able to tell which deity it may be from? Like an insignia on it? Or anything?
I have no response to that.
I ignored it and
Bunch
continued the
of ones.
conversation.
And is there an insignia on it? I think there is a patch of it's Hieronius's red hand on one of the shoulders, right?
It does look like it's Erroneous's hand, but it looks like that was actually
Added after.
sewn on.
The only patch that's on it was added by Conrad himself.
Gotcha.
But I am familiar with this. Apparently, I've seen it in one of my past lives. I just don't know where or why.
I mean, if no one else wants it, I'll take it.
Well, let's figure out what it does first, and then we'll figure out who it most
We don't-
appropriately affects or helps.
We don't want it to end up like a chain on somebody.
Or a curse.
Okay.
That's what I was referring
Yeah,
to.
who would do that?
I pat him on the shoulder.
Ow.
Oh, I'm sorry.
By the way, you worry. I still have to work on your card, but you know that one aspect of the curse on you, there are 3 aspects. The third one, which you are very clearly can see, is give in.
Huh?
Which you feel like that is not an option you ever should go with.
No.
That is the final option.
Got it.
It's like an item log, like doot doot doot. No.
I
Boop, boop.
don't know what you're talking about, but
Don't let the wicked
okay.
exultant except something dead.
Back.
Anyway, that's all I have.
Okay,
I don't
well,
want to be in this house anymore.
By the way, the,
Me either.
the coat's fairly heavy. It's like full-on leather. It's got some weight to it.
I
Oh.
probably folded it up and stuck it in a backpack or something. Rather than
it's like
wearing
every heavy, long overcoat.
I mean,
they are not light. They are heavy.
Because weren't we like wearing winter clothes when we came in here? Because it's like
Yeah.
freezing balls
We're in the mountains.
outside. Yeah.
I'm in a tent.
Oh, that's right.
Also, I have scale mails in my head.
We could hold in a tent for your head to
Yep.
wear it like a poncho. That's so funny.
So we done being in the basement? Because
Yeah, let's get out of this house. I don't like it here.
I'll
No
assist
offense.
the girl
Your house
getting up and
sucks.
out.
I don't remember.
I mean,
much
right
of-
now it does. 100%.
I don't remember much of it.
Is the
but
door
I do not
unlocked?
have-
Can we get out?
Except for the dog. The dog was good. I like the dog.
the dog hurt, but was a good boy.
You go upstairs. Still raining, but it looks like it's lightened up. We can tell through the windows.
Can I roleplay one thing from Brody real quick to Xylo? What's up with the fucking mirror, man? What's up? Why do you even have that?
I think that's most of this house. Is why do you even have that? Like, what is the
I
point?
have no idea what you're talking about.
I was tied up on a stage, and my friends had a duplicate copy of me following them around. It was from the mirror,
A silver
top of the
mimic.
stairs.
I mean, the mirror mimic must have gotten out.
I'm sorry, mirror mimic?
Yes.
Let's get the fuck out of this house.
What? No. That's a good point. Why do you have a mirror mimic?
Why not? We like to collect things.
How much of this house is mimic?
Oh no.
By the way, this is
The fact
Ryle.
that you have to calculate.
By the way,
is-
this is Ryle doing this. Xylo is still unconscious. Carry the 5.
the fact that you're still doing
Carry
math.
the 5?
Let's get the fuck
2.
out. Let's get out of here.
2%?
2.
We need
Let's get out of this.
Yeah, let's go.
You're gonna walk outside the door.
You didn't go into the changing room, did you?
Which one's the changing room?
They all changed.
Oh, good. You didn't then. Because if you did, you definitely would not have had a good time.
We didn't really have a good. Well, I had a fun time.
I saw a paladin go in there once. Came out an anti-paladin.
We'll
Scary.
walk out the front door and be in a different plane of existence.
You step
Okay,
out into the
okay,
Terran plane. And
but
Shut
get
door,
this.
open door, shut door.
Get this. I'm curious now.
No.
actually, on you, it might
We
be
should.
a bad idea.
I think it's actually like the magic is wearing down on the house.
He becomes an evil person
Uh,
that worships
so
the holy
this,
god.
this house wasn't always like this, by the way.
Oh, so you
we
mean
may have broken
Conrad?
a lot of it.
Yeah,
That's fine. It'll fix itself.
We had to get in.
because currently you're a good person who worships an evil god, and then like
Allegedly.
he goes into the changing room, he comes out an evil person worshiping a holy god.
Yeah.
Conrad 2.0.
Yep.
Let's, you know what? On second thought, let's just keep you how you are.
this is a silly place. We can-
I was just curious. Yeah.
But you are able to open the door, and there actually is a door that leads to the outside. The entrance is
God.
now there.
Yay! Oh thank God.
Just like lay down on the ground for a second.
Is it still like snowing,
Raining.
raining?
Yes.
I kind of
It's lightened up a lot.
take like a part of the poncho on Zagat and hold it over my head with the girl that we're bringing, so she doesn't get soggy.
the governor's daughter?
The innkeeper's daughter.
Innkeeper's daughter. That's right.
Everybody's a
governor-
governor to you. Like the
Everyone's
guard
a
was a governor. Then
Governor.
I have brain damage.
the guy just goes around calling everybody governor from now on.
Yeah.
Coming up.
All right. So
We have to find the governor wood tree.
you walk up to the
Every
door,
word.
and the door is locked.
Good to go.
Wait to leave?
Yes. The door is locked.
Just kick it open.
Rilo!
Ryle comes up.
Ryle, Xylo, that person.
He just literally click.
Thank you. It's been a long day.
No, the key was already in there.
It wasn't when we got here.
Was there a door?
No.
Okay, that's probably why the key wasn't there.
He makes
Your
it-
house sucks. I
Just
I agree with him.
He has a
Walks
point.
out.
Travesty of architecture.
I mean, I kind of like how the rooms were moving, but otherwise, no.
Because if you need the bathroom, you just walk out, you open the door, close the door, open the door, close the door until you get the one you want, and you're in.
Like, I like
It
that
seems like
aspect.
it'd be easier to just walk to the bathroom.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
But what if the bathroom's in the basement? You never know.
Why would you put it down there?
The house is cursed.
Wasn't cursed.
So anyway, we're outside.
It was
the-
intentional.
curses are involved.
Only if you smash skulls.
That's a curse.
With,
It's a curse involved in
with
predicting-
very obvious warning signs around them.
and no one would do that.
But we saved the daughter. We saved her by. Well,
Okay, bye.
Oh Jesus!
Fun storming the
Slam the door on
castle.
us.
Do you think they'll survive?
You take the miracle.
So the party now has a young woman with them.
We'll head to the inn.
Orin is 2/3 dead, probably bleeding.
Half.
If I trip on a rock, I'm probably
I
gonna
would say
die.
I have 3 hit points.
I still have an Orin's worth of hit points, so
You're welcome.
So like 4 or 5.
20.
No, I have.
I have half that right now.
You have more hit points than I do.
You make your way back to the tavern. The tavern that you believe actually the daughter needs to go to. The innkeeper rushes down and grabs her, almost in tears. It's just a big burly man, basically saying thank you, thank you, thank you.
All in a day's work.
You've been gone for a week.
What?
I need a nap and a sandwich.
Well, I can definitely help you with all of that.
Thank you. I'm gonna fall over now.
He takes his daughter to some form of private quarters, and someone else leads you to some rooms.
I carry you over.
Thank you. He literally got there and just passed out.
Maybe just
In the papoose.
The tent.
Under the tent.
Under the tent, yeah.
He had very little hit points. He was still poisoned or sickened or whatever. He was not doing good.
Zagat normally stays in sentry mode. I think he does turn off for a full 8 hours.
All right, we're gonna go and take a break right here, early, but that's fine because today's gonna be mainly RP. So we'll be back in a couple minutes while the group is resting up. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 5 to 10.
Bye.
Yes.
And then-
Seek therapy.
What did you want?
You heard that, chat. Seek
Bob,
therapy
yeah.
all the time.
Natalie, can you put a large Baja Blast on that too?
Thank you.
Sure.
I'll pay you back.
Baha
one of these
blast.
One of these days, I will pay you back regardless.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome back to Logan Tells a Lie.
Hello!
I ain't a scared.
No,
No, Logan will pay him
I
back.
take-
I was just giving him
I
shit.
take the,
So offended.
I take those sorts of things very seriously, probably too seriously.
I do
Honestly,
too. It's all good.
if you don't pay us back, it's not the end of the world. I don't think we
For
give a
you.
crap. I know, but we're friends.
It will haunt Logan in his sleep.
I know, but we're friends,
And
so.
then the world ended, and Logan didn't know if it was his fault or not.
Oh, God.
He didn't have the opportunity to apologize.
I actually owe someone for lunch.
Oh, he's
from,
gone.
like, a
He's
couple
gone.
weeks
Logan,
ago,
come back,
so
come back, we're
so
playing.
I get it.
All right. So, you are all resting within the inn, the Golden Bucket.
Is that what this place is called?
It is now.
Did it have a name before? I
No.
don't remember. Oh, yeah. The Golden
And if it
Bucket.
did, it's the Golden Bucket now.
We didn't spend
I
enough
gotta go get
time
that.
really to ask.
That's fair. We were kind of beelining it to the goal.
Just to confirm.
You know, it's funny because sometimes we are the most spastic, scatterbrained party on the planet, and we're
No,
just
no, it
all
didn't
over the
pick it up.
place. And other times we're just like
It
beelining it
mumbling.
somewhere, just like of a single mind, and just skip all of the details.
Just want to make sure.
And it's so weird because we have no in between.
OCD for some of us, ADHD for the others.
Yeah, no.
It all depends on who's physically here at the table. Because their characters are who controls the pace. If Brody's here, we beeline. Because he's in charge and we all know it. If
I
he's
disagree.
not here,
Zagat's in charge.
I disagree because Zagat is the one who always pushes everyone to move to the next thing because Brody and you try and come up with ridiculous plans.
no, you know what? That's also true.
I feel so
And Zagat's
called
like,
out.
This is silly. Boom!
You know what,
You're
though?
focused. You know what you want.
I have a goal.
That is exactly
You are
Brody
big
I.
and pretty.
Yep.
I admit to being wrong.
So we are at the tavern.
You know what's funny too, though?
You are now at-
because
you are at the
Lily
Golden
absolutely
Bucket.
considers Brody to be her best
You have
friend
found
in the
a raccoon.
party.
Yes!
You don't know how. Raccoons don't live
Makes
here.
sense.
It's just chilling in my head.
Yes.
Got a raccoon.
It looks like a musket head.
Trash panda.
Yeah.
Wait,
My friend.
what?
I have a raccoon on the
Triangle face monkey.
On your head?
Yeah, just shut up.
Okay,
I thought
you
that
need to
was a
take.
Is it actually
Was it-
a raccoon on his head?
Yes.
What level do Rangers get their subclass? 3?
3?
He needs to take 3 levels in Ranger to get Beastmaster to get a raccoon.
And then we can turn it into a mimic.
Let's just get him a ring of fine familiar.
No.
Then he can have a raccoon familiar.
Or he could just
we do that?
use
Give it
handle.
cat stats, why not? Sure.
He could just have
I'm not-
handle animal
I'm
and
not
do that for a few times.
Could do that.
I'm like
Just have a
Disney
pet.
princess, but it's just raccoons.
It's just vermin.
he's a,
Possums
there's a
and
swarm
raccoons.
keeper.
Yeah.
And then just run lots.
Go, my possums.
God.
So like in the tavern, we're like sitting at the bar, and I've just got a raccoon. On the
I have a new
shelf.
character.
Exactly.
I feel like we've really accomplished a lot here in the last 2 minutes.
Yep.
And that's why Swarmkeeper Ranger is the best subclass for Ranger.
So
So what's
we
up,
did
Logan?
that. We killed Conrad.
Indeed.
We saved the girl.
Uh-huh. But we have
We
not
have
saved the world.
Artswood. What's next?
Well, we saved the cheerleader, but we've not yet saved the world.
I think we need to go to store.
Is that really our responsibility, though?
Yeah, save
We
the
could
cheerleader,
probably
save the
let
world.
like his church know, and then that organization would probably be able to do way more good than we, as a single group, could.
I do feel like we have some leads we need to follow up on.
Like,
Talking to his church about the Heartswood and why they wanted it.
I have those bags of gold.
Or
Wasn't
the
my church.
well, the ones
Zagat,
who
can you do
contracted
a
you.
percentile roll, please?
orange. Sense.
That is 94.
Okay, that was actually really good then.
Dang.
So, one of the 12 books you've read, a common theme within the book is you can tell a higher power, but they'll just go, ha, right, sure. And doom will come to pass anyway. It was a nice fiction book.
It's a child's fairy tale.
I'm sorry, repeat that again.
If you try to tell the higher power, they will write it off. Like, no, it's not. That's not going to happen. But it still happens because they didn't take action because they didn't believe it.
So we're all on our own.
We might need to leave Conrad's journal with him. I don't know if I even trust the Church of Hieronymus.
You don't trust the Church of...
He seems
Oh, wait,
to
that's
think-
not your god. Sorry.
Correct. Hammer, anvil.
I don't know their mainland gods very well. I'm sorry.
That's fair. That's fair. We can either go to the Church of the Forgotten Gods to try and figure out why they wanted Heartswood. We could go visit Brody's mom. She may have some more information. We could... What else were we thinking?
We could work out our
We're
inn
not
for a
even
bit.
close to my church at all. All right.
Equidistant between you, where your church would be located, and Kroncal.
I don't think the more of the Knights will do anything if it doesn't involve the dwarves.
So this is difficult because Danny's not here, but Brody apparently has some knowledge of this 7+1 thing. It would be
He's studying Wilfred's book.
great. Did he know? Was it because of Wilfred's book?
That's where we
Yeah.
got it from. And then we lost the book.
Yeah, I
We
feel
have
like
it now.
I feel like he had mentioned something about that before, actually.
Where is Brody?
That's something else I wanted to ask you is how
He's
many
napping.
with the pages that I had plus the journal, how many pages are still missing from it?
There are 9 pages missing.
I'm gonna guess that they're probably important pages. I know that this book is
7 plus
insanely
1
hard to
plus
read.
1.
I know that this book is insanely hard to read as it is, but
God, I appreciate you as a friend.
but I wouldn't know where to find the other 9 pages anyway. Is that how you spell Wilford's name? I can't remember.
Yes.
Wilfred.
No, Wilford.
Wilford.
Wilfred is someone else.
Wilfred is his
Oh, that's
brother?
One of them.
Yes.
One of them.
One of the 12.
Sisters.
And I think spelling his name is
Scott's read 12 books.
Bum.
There are 12. 43.
7 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1.
And if you fold this dollar bill in a certain...
If you do 7 times... If you do 7 times 2 and then subtract 3...
It's 11.
Plus 1.
Plus 1.
Oh no, you guys didn't read the chat in the voice. I did the 9 plus 1 equation, but with 7 plus 1 and it equaled 11. That made it so much better for me.
Nice.
Oh boy.
God, cryptic clues are the best because you can just do all sorts of weird crap with them.
You did the equation wrong, but you got the right answer.
Welcome to how I got through math.
Yep.
So basically we've taken over this tavern and now we've drawn on the walls. And like there's string pointed
Yeah, we're doing Charlie Day.
yeah.
Orin's just cooking in the kitchen.
7 and 1,
If-
and the
while
1
you
is
guys
7,
do
and
that.
then there's the opposite 7, and then... Bartender's like, stop writing on my walls!
It's our tavern!
We saved your daughter! Fine.
It's not
Oh, no, yeah, you're
We're
right.
at the golden bucket, not the
Dehydration station.
Yeah.
That's another thing we could do. We could just chill out there for like a week.
I think there's more important
I
things.
think we need to make progress in some way. We could go back to Kronkow and see Brody's mom. There's some things there we can do.
We could also visit.
Where is the Church of the Forgotten Gods again?
It is in.
While we're in Cromwell,
It's in the
we
ma-
could
It's
go
in
to
the main
magic
city. I
shop
just
or
can't
whatever.
remember the name now.
You have fun with that. I don't want to go back to
It's
that
at the tip of my
place.
tongue. The town where you all met.
Breckenridge?
Where the Church of the...
Oh yeah, because that was before some of you. Fuck.
That place just reminds me way too much of Rock
I would
D's.
say our
the
party
dreams.
formed at Breckenridge.
Yeah, we
So
were
I think
sent
that
to
was-
weird
Breckenridge to search for Heartswood by the church. That's why we were there when the mushrooms attacked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say you and Brody.
That's why I was there.
You and Brody were sent to Breckenridge before we all formed. The rest of us met you there.
It's 2 syllables. I'll go find my book real quick.
You know,
Talk amongst yourselves.
If we want to try and
It's not Talar.
research more about the
Talar.
apocalypse, what?
Talar.
Talar.
Yep.
Talar.
City so nice they named it thrice.
Yeah.
I think it's the third time I've made that joke.
Yep. Something like that. Go back in the VODs. Let's find out. That'll just be the rest of the
Somebody
session.
clip that, please.
All right.
We don't have to go to the storm room.
So we
from
could
here,
go
so-
back to Talar to speak with the church. I don't know we necessarily have to tell them that we found Heartswood yet until we figure out.
Why?
I'm starting to think now that maybe they didn't have the best intentions with Heartswood.
What is the
Consider-
what is the church's dogma? Do you know?
I didn't ask.
Spot.
Someone
Do you know?
came. Someone sent me a message and said, "Hey, we need you for a thing."
Can I do a...
Then it turned out to be a legendary thing, and I thought it was a prank for a long time, and now I don't know anymore.
Can I do something to recall what their... Was it dogma?
The
Religion-
dogma, like what's their
Religion check.
Their reason, yeah.
like
I'll-
what do they believe in? And it's
Right.
the Church of what? Forgotten Gods?
Yeah, go ahead and just go ahead and roll.
I'll go ahead and roll too because I have religion as well.
I got a +4.
Go for it.
That is a... that is a 6.
Is this the next day?
That is a 23.
We've had our long
Thank
rest,
you.
yes.
23.
23. I'm actually good at this.
The Church of Forgotten Gods is less of a religion. There are more historians.
Oh, that might be the place to go then.
Yeah,
I was
they're
gonna
historians.
say, if we go to Kroncal, we could check the library again, but might be Talar might be the way to go then. Maybe go back to Kroncal after.
Are there any places that we would maybe want to stop on our way?
What's-
Just to maximize our travel time.
Yeah, if we headed straight from here towards Talar, we don't have the map in front of us. What would be along the path? Or within a reasonable travel distance?
Within a reasonable travel distance, the dehydration station,
Okay, we could pop by home. Great.
Yes.
Breckenridge, and then Talar.
Okay. We could pop by the dehydration station, see if work's begun on that, and
Possibly hire people to get it started.
I also need to pick up that cloak that you had made for me. Where was that?
Kroncal.
Kroncal. Oh,
So we have to go the other way for that one.
we don't have to.
No,
I'm
no,
just
that's
saying
just
if
like
it was on
later
the
down
way,
the line.
I would do that.
Yeah, we'll get back to Kroncal eventually.
Yeah,
Because there's stuff we need to do
not
there.
a rush from
But
that.
so Talar, do we think Talar?
Talar,
See the
Talar,
Talar.
Forgotten Gods. All right.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Start playing. Is there?
Where's the wagon?
Well, we can take probably a day or two in town and rest up because we were traveling hard nonstop for several days, weeks. This is our first chance to really rest.
We
So
also spent a week in the scary house.
we did spend a week in the scary house, so we can recombobulate before we head out. Is this a major, like a big city? Like
It's a fairly large city. It's a military city because it exists. It exists specifically to stop an invasion.
got it.
And we're still in Storm Shield.
Because they were fighting with Goithane, weren't they, at one point?
No. The Talar invaded Goithane and won. that
Oh,
invasion.
they're talking about Storm Shield.
Storm Shield.
Got it.
Storm Shield exists as an anti-invasion stronghold against a very particular foe.
So, since we're going
Who
to
are
be here
those
for
people?
a few days, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Orin's going to wander the city and find some poor orphans to cook for, probably.
It's very wet everywhere.
Oh, I'm aware. But he's still going to try to find someone in need to cook for and spread the word of Rockty.
Okay. Do an investigation check.
Investigation.
Actually, no, do a charisma check. Just a general charisma check.
Oh, that's not good. That's only a 10.
You take some time. The first day, you can't really find anyone to talk to guide you. So you don't really find anything, unfortunately.
How lost does he get? That's it.
Do a percentage check.
Because that's a very good question with him.
Do a percentage check.
That is a 53.
You get decently lost, but you manage to find your way back.
That's fair. I was gonna say that's.
By the time you get back to the inn, it's dusk.
Oh, good thing I pressed the digitation to dry off.
Zagat would like to try to find a weaponsmith or a blacksmith in the city. Preferably one run by a dwarf, if there are any. If not, then we'll work with what we got.
I'm gonna go with you on that.
Okay. You do a general charisma check for me, please.
Both of us, or
Just him.
Can I get help from him?
Yeah, go and roll with advantage.
Nice. Okay. It's gonna be an 18.
Okay. It doesn't take you that long, actually. It feels like this kind of city tries to look for the best when it comes to some things, and dwarves are good at what they do. You do find a dwarvish woman at an anvil working at it.
Excellent. Hello, miss. I'll say to her in Dwarven.
Yes, how can I help you?
Yes, I require the services of a fine smith. And I drop my bag of hammer.
What is that?
That was a hammer.
What did you do to the hammer?
I struck an artifact of immense magical power, and it shattered.
She opens the bag. This is mostly dust.
Yes. Please fix it. Reaches in,
Do an insight check.
pulls out the handle.
Do an insight check.
That's a 19.
You can kind of see the light leave her eyes a little bit. The fuck is this?
I just said if you could smelt it back down into liquid, then recast it into a new hammerhead, I would appreciate it.
Do you want it cast or do you want it forged? There's a difference.
Cast would be fine.
Okay, cast is weaker, just so you're aware. Forged gets you that power you need. But I don't know what was this hammer. I don't know what it even was.
It was a custom job that was made for me by my parents.
Was it a war hammer, a crafting hammer?
Yes.
It was dwarven made, wasn't it?
Yes.
Ah.
It was a mason's hammer, but very large.
Okay.
like you.
Like me, I am very large.
It looks like you're just trying to think it through real quick. Let me see the handle. They take it. They look it up and down. The end of it, it looks very pale because that's just how it was never revealed. The wedge that was in the top of it is gone. And it looks like it was in rough shape. She looks it over.
I've had it for a number of years. It holds great sentimental value.
I believe you, but it also looks like it is cracked near the head from probably whatever you struck.
No.
Are you saying you can't fix it?
I mean, I can fix it. Technically, I wouldn't use it.
Do you have something similar?
I mean, yes, similar. She sets it down, goes into the back, comes back with, looks like a fairly well-made battle hammer of some form.
Two hand, one hand.
One hand battle hammer. I have this. I don't really, at least here, we don't have much use for war hammers of the like, other than very few people. Not much use for them here.
Unfortunately, that won't do. Well, what would it cost for you to reforge my hammer?
Ooh.
Giant robot.
That has to be the strangest mental image I've had
So-
in a minute.
Do you want it reforged completely?
If possible.
I can reforge it. We won't be able to use this wood though. Like the wood,
Okay.
the wood just won't be able to take it. I can.
The steel is more sentimental than the handle.
That's fair.
The handle's been
It,
replaced a couple times. I'm very large.
I am aware. Yes, I can do it. It shouldn't cost too much, honestly. Probably less than 50 gold. I will have an actual amount probably upon your return, but that's at least what I can say right now.
But
Do you have enough?
yeah, I can do that. Would it be possible to make it slightly better?
I mean, I'm not a magician.
Are you a master craftsman?
Up here, technically, but if you want it master crafted quickly, that's not possible. It takes time to get it to that mastercraft level. In which, yes, I can do it, but it's not a day process. That's something that would take a week or more. What I can
Could I give you an address to send it to?
Sure. I mean, the other option you have is if you're going to be somewhere else where there is a master craftsman, I can at
We'll
least.
be in town for a few days, maybe a week. I can ask them and see if we'll be here that long.
The other option I was going to say is I can at least.
We just had a crazy adventure in that big house on the hill there. Not gonna get into it.
Can I finish my sentence, please?
Sorry.
Thank you. Dwarves don't like being interrupted. You should note this.
I'm sorry.
The most I can do right now, at least, while you decide what you want to do, is I can possibly melt it down to at least you have an ingot.
That would
Of-
be acceptable.
That's at least what I can do, and that shouldn't. And that wouldn't cost you that much at all. Probably just a gold, because it's all it's going to take is time.
We'll drop that down.
That just takes time. That's it. And then from there, you can decide what you want to do. If you want to keep it here for me to work, sure, I can do that. If you want to take it with you, that's fine.
Do you think it would take more than a week?
Possibly. It all depends on.
Ooh, what if I can offer something else as an incentive? I don't have a lot of gold, but I do have this. Pulls out the vicious greatsword. I'd much rather trade for for a hammer.
Have you heard of overkill?
This wasn't mine. I found it, and it's been a backup, but I don't really like it. It's a weird sword.
So, I'm going to be straight up with you. Yes, I would take that. However, I would 100% be ripping you off there.
Oh,
Because that is a magical weapon, I'm fairly sure. And this is not.
yes, but that's my hammer.
It's very sentimental to him.
Okay, fine. You know what? I'll take the vicious sword.
Did I not mention it's sentimental? It's very sentimental.
You did.
You know what? I'll see if I can speed it up. Let me call a few friends. I'll see if I can speed up the process.
Much obliged.
She takes it like, I'm definitely ripping this kid off. What the fuck? I even warned him. Whatever. I would like the card, please.
Oh, yeah.
I did in fact give you a card.
He'll write down the address to the dehydration station.
Yep, but I also need the card for the sword that I gave you.
Oh, yes. This card.
Yes.
Discard it.
You leave her with bag of hammer and wood handle.
Yep.
That is it.
Very good.
I feel like I need to actually.
Do you need something?
I need to trade one of my rapiers back for a short sword.
You can just buy a short sword and keep the other rapier.
Well, that was
Hold
going to
on.
be actually my question to you, kind of out of game, I guess, metagaming. I know we probably don't do like weights and all that kind of stuff, but would I be able to carry 2 rapiers, a short sword, 2 daggers?
We do weight, by the way. But yes, rapiers don't only weigh a couple pounds.
I would like to buy a short sword.
Okay. I don't think it's going to be an issue. I think it's like 5 gold.
Yeah, it's so cheap.
Yeah, mostly rapiers are heaviest by hilt, and that's even depending on the rapier type.
Exactly.
I'm going to buy a short sword that will now be in my offhand instead of a dagger.
Sounds good.
'Cause, yeah, especially if you have a bare minimum hilt, it can be a pound, especially if it's a shorter one.
But I do still have both of my rapiers. You said it's 5 gold?
Yeah.
Alright, 5 gold, done.
I like rapiers. Sorry.
No reason to be sorry. Alrighty, so. Does anyone else want to do anything while in Storm Shield?
Just proselytize.
Okay.
How
Probably
many times
restock
do I have to
them.
save him from angry mobs?
I'm very happy.
That doesn't mean everybody is happy to hear what you have
And I'm
to
very
say.
scary.
4 times.
Really? I couldn't disperse any of that myself?
You managed to stop it a couple times.
Okay.
I was to say, I think more to the matter is that he probably doesn't recognize that they're an angry mob. Like,
Oh,
oh,
no
look
doubt.
how excited they
I
are!
was just like, okay,
They were so excited though.
we gotta make dinner.
They even brought pitchforks.
They brought the biggest forks I've ever seen to have extra big portions.
And their own fire to cook it with.
Right?
I've never seen such an
They even
excitement
brought
for
cooking
Frosty.
oil. And the cauldrons.
They brought feathers instead of chickens.
But it's okay, I'll forgive them. In their haste to come find Frosty,
I'm
they
very
brought the wrong part of the chicken.
I'm actually surprised there are that many, people who were form a mob over what he has to say, but okay.
That tracks.
Alright, anyone else want to do anything here?
I probably look after the innkeeper's kid just to make sure she's okay.
She seems okay. She's on the mend.
Okay.
What is her name?
I don't remember her name. I gave her a name. I don't remember her name.
Okay, I just want to ask the one question all DMs hate.
And girl number 1.
I had a name for her. I don't remember it.
Martha.
Sure, it's Martha now.
What is your name? You just wanted me to meme, didn't you?
Yes, that's exactly what I was
That
going
way you
for.
would take damage.
Our group's been together too long. We all share the same 4 brain cells.
We're like an orange cat.
We're like
Yeah.
a single orange cat.
Yep.
Yeah.
It always comes back to the orange cat. Alright.
Or Wilford.
Anything else we're doing?
No.
I feel like I need to be shopping
Wilford
for
shares
spells,
everyone
but
else's.
for now I'll say no.
Our brain
That's
cells.
kind of scary.
I'll just ask the group if it's okay if we stay for a week while my hammer gets repaired.
Fine by me.
Sure, though I think there are more angry people coming.
Get under the couch. Get under the couch.
But they're
Pin your underneath the couch.
Hey, everybody!
There are some dust bunnies under the
He's over
couch.
there.
They're what?
There are some dust bunnies under the couch.
well, hi, that's my number one.
Roll an animal handling check.
2. Oh,
Like little
oh,
bunnies.
oh! I see what you mean.
They bite dust elementals. In the shape of bunnies.
That's wisdom. Oh, I got 9.
Okay, cool. Fantastic.
Just up the air missiles.
Ooh, I want to try and see if I can find a scroll of counterspell to buy.
Mm.
Interesting. Okay.
Because now that I have 3rd level spell slots.
So, do a Arcana check
Got
to
it.
start.
See if I can unbury my dice. I have apparently a +4. Oh, that's a 9. That's bad. That's bad, and I feel bad.
Well, during your first couple days there, you don't find a magic shop somehow. You are given directions, but you are not directionally inclined apparently for this city.
Who's the other person who always
Okay,
gets
that was
lost?
close.
Is that Sagat?
No, that's Trinic.
Oh, Trinic's the only one who
I'm
always...
off having adventures with my friend Rocky. The raccoon.
Oh,
Oh no, actually no, that's Orin. Orin always
Or
gets
it's the
lost.
one who's
Yeah.
directionally inclined, yeah. Disinclined, whatever.
this is a few days into our rest. By the way, I thought I should tell you all, if I know someone, I can now send them a message of roughly 25 words if you'd like. Doesn't matter where. I can do it twice a day.
Neat.
Huh.
Telepathically?
Yes.
Can they send you messages back, or is it one
Yeah.
way? Oh, wow.
But
You
I
do
need
it
to
if
rest
we
up.
know them?
If I know them.
Oh.
I have to know them.
Okay.
Well, that could
it's
save us a
magic.
lot of travel. Just to ask somebody a question.
I forgot I could do that. Or I remembered I could do that.
Do you have a
Or I
connection?
can now do that. I'm not sure
Does he have a
which.
connection to Brody's mom.
Yeah, miracle.
Yeah, he's met Brody's mom.
So it's people you've met or people that you actually.
I have to know them.
Okay.
So if I met them on the street, could I technically send them something?
Sure.
Yes, but
Probably more people that you actually have a relationship.
I have to kind of like know at least their name.
Hey, stranger.
I guess we could reach out to Brody's mom and see if she knows anything about this 7 and 1 and 7 more and
4.
oh my head
Carrot
hurts.
5.
Oh, do you want me to ask her now?
I mean, if you can do it, then
Sure.
Well, Brody knows about it. Can we not just ask Brody how he knows? Well,
Well, we know how Brody knows.
we do.
It's from Wilford's book.
Oh.
Zach.
Like, he just got the
I'm
7
listening. I'm listening.
Hi. This is Orin. Does 7 plus 1 and 4 plus 1 and they're always... I'm not sure. Does it make any sense?
That's 25.
You get a response back. What?
Okay, so that didn't work. Brody, I need you to
Hey, you get what? That was mostly nonsense.
You can only do that once a day.
twice.
Who is this?
Well, I can do it more.
How did you get this number?
I can do it more if I rest. Brody, can you dictate something that would make sense for all this for her?
I'm
He
making you Brody now.
he thinks I'll be straight up with you. I don't think my mom would know anything about that because I only figured it out because of that book.
Could we ask her to research something? She's in the library. Or closer to the library.
Look, it
than we
also,
are.
I know your dad.
No,
I-
she does not. She's not allowed in the library anymore.
Did you ever meet the Lich?
Yeah, I met the Lich.
Yeah, we could just message the Lich.
There you go.
Okay, so you want to talk to a Dorian?
So just
Sure.
just use the Lich engine.
Ask Lich.
So what are we trying to ask him?
About the 7 plus 1 and the other
If he knows
prophecy
anything about
stuff.
the other aspects.
We figured out quickly Orin is terrible at
What
this,
does-
so he
what does
needs
that
to be
phrase-
dictated.
What does that phrase mean?
We don't know.
But we can ask.
I'm
about
fairly
it.
sure it's
Oh.
less of a phrase, just more of information.
It's a guidance of some sort. In the meantime, when I'm not searching for poorly searching for a magic shop, I'm trying to decipher my way through Wilford's journal.
Okay. Start by doing a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh!
Nat one.
Oh, so
Because
long.
I'm in it.
At least it's not Orin. He gets a negative 1.
This is all your fault. I blame you.
I didn't tell you to read the book. That's Brody's job.
You made the character.
I made this character. I didn't make the book. Oh, Wilford.
Wilford.
I did make Wilford. That is my.
Okay.
I would-
We'll get back to you
You are
shortly.
So actually, you
That
just
was your
activated
fake
Wild
job.
you
Magic
and Wilford
Search.
change souls.
My soul disintegrates.
Wilford takes over the knife now.
While she's doing that, I would like to find
Hey,
a
what's
mail
it?
courier. I want to ship off an item.
Okay.
Here, okay.
So I'd like to think that while you were searching for the magic shop, Natalie, you were searching for the magic shop and got lost, went down a back alley, and you see Trinick and a raccoon having a knife fight. Yeah, they're like circling.
All I can think
You're
is
just
the
playing.
baby from Incredibles. When they go out the back door.
I can't tell, because a lot of the time Orin proselytizing would be him cooking a free meal for people. So the fact there's still a mob after that is...
What did you say?
We need to tie him to the kitchen and make us food forever. The meals are too good.
I just said that, she eats everything eventually at the end of everything. and that
including all the people here, and they didn't like.
And that she enjoys the flavor of everything, and that good cooking will increase the flavor of their souls.
Did you shove somebody underneath the wagon?
Why would I do that? I mean, it's pretty. I told them about the mural, but I didn't shove anyone there.
So
Just a few kids went under and then ran out screaming. I don't know. It must have been just really good art, and they were just. I don't know. I don't.
I
know
would
why they
imagine
screamed.
knowledge of great old ones is pretty rare among like the general populace, right? Like they probably know like the common gods, but like not great old ones.
I've been focused on something else, so please re-ask that question.
I would imagine. I'm guessing that among the standard population of the world, that knowledge of great old ones is pretty rare.
You would have to talk to someone of the occult more than the common nobody.
So if he told them like, "Hey, there's this god named Rockty, blah blah blah," they might actually think it's a god without. You know what I mean? They would have no reason to believe that it is a great old one.
She is a
necessarily.
god.
Pretty much. From what you can tell, there's not really much in the way of religion here. It seems like they all follow a different kind of... They follow more of an ideology here.
Those are fun.
And it's more just, don't be a dick.
Yeah, well, that's a great ideology.
What'd you do?
Warren's not being a dick. He's feeding people and talking about what he believes in.
And it's mainly because of the governor, Xylo. He is not a paladin of a religion. He's the paladin of the ideal of goodness.
So the oath.
Goodness within people.
So do they understand the concept of a god then?
They understand the concept of God. They just find it silly.
Can I roll to see if I get even a single convert? Because he is trying his hardest.
You can certainly try. Do a persuasion check.
22?
Not bad. You get a couple people that are listening. I wouldn't say converted, but they're listening to you.
They accept a brochure for the island.
Yeah, they accept the brochure. They're not saying they're not. It looks like they're actually like taking it in what you're saying. It's not religion isn't out loud here. It's just a silly thing.
A lot of it is just treat people nicely and cook good food. That's honestly
And that's kind of what you got them on. Is it seems pretty simple, kind of what we already do. By the way, roll another wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Oh no. That's a 10.
Ah, good. So, the first time you open your book, you immediately close it. Because you go, nope, and you know that you get hit with something. You open it up again, and you're sitting at the inn right now. You go to eat a bagel, and it doesn't taste like anything. Kayla, get off the counter! I'll get it.
Huh. I take another bite of the bagel.
Tastes like nothing.
I take another bite of the bagel.
Still tastes like nothing.
Huh. I like lick myself. Lick my hand or something.
You look like a psychopath, but you don't taste like anything. You also have some coffee nearby.
I drink that.
Your book gave her COVID?
No. It doesn't taste like anything. It tastes it doesn't like you're getting nothing from it other than it's hot.
I can't taste anything.
Do you have a dry cough?
You've been given one of the worst curses I can imagine.
That's the worst curse you can imagine? I can think of
Yes.
far
Had
worse.
that noise twice now in this session.
Personal assault upon myself.
Trinnick walks in, he's all bloody and scratched up. What's going on, guys?
I can't taste anything.
Oh.
I'm surprised Orin didn't have the same reaction again.
I think he's in the middle of an episode.
The gasp is continuing as you're answering him. It's just in the background.
He's praying for your soul.
No,
He's praying for my taste buds.
he's praying for her taste buds.
Yes. You can't taste anything.
Well, I guess that means
Hey,
that
I
I don't.
can't either. Buddies!
You're losing them one by one, Oren.
Trennick's next.
I may need to retire before I lose mine.
It's spreading through the crowd.
Do you want to read the book?
If it caused that to you, hell no.
You know, that's
thing that you've ever done in this game.
Right?
My curiosity.
There's a personal stake for him at this point with reading that book. No!
God, I love Oren.
My curiosity is getting the best of me. I kind of want to look at the book.
If it happens to you, or
We should just
may
let,
retire.
we should just let Brody look at the book so we
Yeah.
can roll his wisdom saves while he's not here. and
I
see
mean, I
what-
got a +7 wisdom, but I've been rolling pretty low today.
I only take a stab at it because
I
Lily
assume-
has been
I assume Brody's with
inundated
her the whole
to-
time
Yes.
with the book.
I
But yeah.
really want to know what's going through his head.
that's the thing. Is like the reason why Lily usually is the one, who,
I'm not there.
other than Brody, that looks through the book, is because of her time with Felix and her time with Wilford. She kind of gets his weirdness,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like it's easier for her to interpret the book a little bit more than it would be for like somebody who wasn't as familiar.
I'm not there, so I'm not going to do it.
That's the only reason why Lily's usually the one who does it, other than Brody.
so you open up the book the second time, and your eyes like get a little bit tight, like just the tired feeling, but you don't feel tired. It just like your eyes just want to close, but you're able to like still read the book as best as you can.
Oh God, I hate myself. I hate myself. Why do I put myself through this?
You turn the page, do it, and roll another wisdom saving throw, please.
I was gonna
I
say.
watched-
Actually, no,
my
do an
hands.
intelligence saving throw for this one.
I was actually gonna say. He's like, you look a little bit off here. Have some guidance.
Hey.
Maybe that'll help. So that's a D4.
That's a 18. Oh, guidance works on saving throws?
Uh,
I think it's a ability.
I think it's ability checks. I don't think it's saving throws.
Check real quick.
That was an 18 saving throw either way.
Sure, that is acceptable. You turn the page, and it looks like some sort of arcanic formulae. You don't really know 100% what it does, though. It's definitely written in Wilford shorthand, which is mostly gibberish.
Just ability.
Oh, that's neat, I say out loud.
However, I want you to do another, and in this case, an intelligence check.
Sure. Well, since I have the guidance, can I use that?
It's ability.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
don't know.
In this case, go ahead and roll with guidance. That's fine.
Okay.
This one is fine.
That is a 21.
Okay. You're looking at this, and you actually recall seeing this formulae before in Conrad's office back at the town. I can't remember. But
Was that before or after he
Breckenridge?
got a hold of the book?
after.
is that Breckenridge?
No.
And it's one of it's this was one of the ripped pages as well.
Far East.
Oh my God, my hair.
Dormals.
I want to, in my...
To actually narrow it down more, this was what this is the formulae that was in Conrad's room that you're fairly sure Felix was in.
Crittenden.
Crittenden, yep.
Oh! Oh, I think I know what this is. This makes Conrad's earlier comments make so much more sense. Like I'm like talking out loud to myself.
Oh, what? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I totally know. Can you tell me what you mean?
Did Connor not have taste?
What was that creature called?
It was called a phobophage.
That's it.
Was
So, do you remember earlier when we mentioned that, or Conrad mentioned that he regretted what he did to Felix? And that it was supposed to make him stronger, but it didn't do what he thought it was going to do? And that he got the idea from Wilford? I point to the book.
oh,
He did get it from Wilford. He just copied the sigil directly out of his book, and I don't think he fully understood what it does because Wilford's whatever this shorthand is called is incredibly difficult to understand.
It hurts my eyes.
It should.
Roll a wisdom saving throw. Intelligence saving throw.
Yeah, I'm trying not to look at it directly, like a lot of things.
You go, nope.
Nope. Not
Is
gonna,
there-
not gonna look at that anymore.
Is there any way I can attempt to discover what this sigil's supposed to do? Maybe that is what it's supposed to do. I don't know.
Roll an Arcana check.
but- Got it. Oh, that is an 11, I think. No, that is a 14.
You're looking it over. You think you might be able to figure it out, but it's not going to be a figure.
Quick
It's
thing.
not going to be an
Can
immediate
Brody
thing.
give her help?
Yeah. Roll with advantage.
That's a 15. It's literally one
about,
better.
About the same.
Yeah.
It's going to take you some time.
Sure.
The immediate sigils you can tell are Transfiguration, Conjuration, and a little bit of Evocation in there. But Evocation is in a lot of magics.
Sure.
Real quick. I have my notes here. The first time we met Brody's mom, we were told about Old Mora, the town in the wastes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any other notes about that. Why were we looking into Old Mora?
So Mora, that is a place that was suggested you could go.
It's like at the very tip of the scar, right?
Yes.
Almost like it's
the
where it originated.
possibly the origin point.
Got it.
I don't recall exactly why. I believe that. Oh no, it was there was an ancient library there that might still be there. That might still be there.
That's right. That's right.
And if it is there, it's probably in pieces.
Yeah.
Which is why you decided to go with Storm Shield instead, because
If it comes down to it, might have to.
They might be worth it. There's plenty of things we still need to figure out.
Even the library in Croncall doesn't have any information, but maybe the ancient library of Old Mora might.
Hip-ups.
roll. You turn the page again.
I'll wash my hands.
Okay. Roll another Wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, God. That is a 10.
Okay, another 10.
I
At
am
this point,
Oh, no. I'm sorry. That is a 13.
okay. You can kind of feel a bit of a headache forming in the back of your head now, but you are able to read it a little bit more. You found a similar page to what Conrad and Brody found. Why are you people messaging me? What Conrad and Brody found. References to 7 and a reference to 1. There are other words on this page, but you can't really make it out because of the headache and your eyes.
I'm going to, bookmark it somehow and then stop for the time the being.
You kind of feel a relief. You still have those effects on you,
Sure.
but you feel a relief closing that book.
Maybe that's what the Eldritch Weed was for.
So that he could read the book and not go crazy.
Exactly.
He was already crazy is the problem. He was just transcribing his crazy into the book.
Is it crazy or just
like
another
the
state of
gold.
mind in which you can see something from a different perspective?
Yes.
See, my thought is that Wilford smoked the weed and then wrote the book, and Wilford wouldn't even necessarily be able to read Wilford's book
Until he smokes the weed.
until he smokes the weed.
Got it.
That damn Eldritch Weed.
So we need to go back to Breckenridge,
It's
is
a
what I'm hearing.
mental key.
It opens your 12th eye.
It lands your chakra.
That is weird enough. A crazy way of having a mental key, though. That's security right there.
It's like drunk you hiding something, but only drunk you can find it again.
The alcohol.
It's like the role-playing version of Dude, Where's My Car?
First, you gotta find out which of the 32 towers actually has the weed stash.
Well, we already
Then
kn-
you gotta find the right weed. So it'll just drive you mad.
But we already
I
know.
know! That's my favorite!
We already know where the stash is. It's in Breckenridge.
Yes, you happen to find the stash. The one stash.
So we could go.
Dear God.
We could go back there. We could do this.
We get back there. He's just in there.
You can certainly try.
He's been back for a long time.
Breckenridge is on the way.
I kind of want to.
Are we doing this?
It's up to you.
Don't
I think
For the research, we have to do
Scott thinks that is an evil, wicked place that we should never go back to. There's bad juju there. Didn't like it.
I can be sober mom and watch over them.
I need somebody to hold my hair back.
So, the next day. Roll another Arcana check to see if you can find a magic shop.
Hey, that's actually pretty good. That is an 18.
Okay, so you're walking along, and ahead you can actually see what might be a magic shop of some form.
The carriage.
There's also you do see something on your left as well down an alleyway.
I don't know.
Is it Trinic fighting a raccoon again?
It is not Trinic finding another raccoon.
No, we
I go down the alleyway
Okay.
because that's far more interesting than the actual magic shop.
You do find
Oh,
you go
no.
down the alleyway and on the sign you see magic item discount shop.
I knew it.
My eyes just glaze over.
We did ask for a magic shop. You didn't specify.
I take
what-
several deep breaths and walk away.
Okay.
Good.
And then I go into the actual magic shop.
The wisest thing that's been done this session so far.
It's run by the same proprietor. It's just the wares you get are different depending on which door you go in.
This one's wearing a mustache.
So they're evil.
Yes. So you enter. You enter the magic shop. It's a fairly small one, but it could just because they constantly use the items here. Fairly small. Oh, excuse me. But there do seem to be like behind the counter. There does seem to be some scrolls that are squirreled away. There is a gnome at the desk, bright blonde hair, looks like brown eyes, sitting on a stool reading a book.
Good morning.
Oh, hello. How can I help you?
I am looking for a very specific scroll.
Okay.
A couple of them potentially if you have them. I'm looking for a scroll of counterspell and another one of dispel magic.
Those are some powerful magics there.
Yes, they are.
All right. She.
Because
said-
as an adventurer, I have a great need for them.
The counterspell one. Looking through their binder. We do not have any counterspells right now.
Okay.
For the dispel magic, we don't have any dispel magic in either, unfortunately.
Shame.
And I think it's more just we didn't. It's not something that's made very often. This is more of a martial city, so not much in the way of that kind of magics, where there's
Sure.
going to be like caster versus caster, if you will.
Yeah. Well, that is fine. I don't know. Well, that does me. Thank you.
Of course, of course. I'm sorry I wasn't able to help you further.
You're fine. I know that what I'm asking for is a little bit rare.
Just a little bit. Not too terribly a little bit expensive, but it would have. That's not something we carry, unfortunately. I could probably have it made, but that's something that would take a couple days, most likely.
Really?
It's a high enough level spell, but probably about 3-4 days.
I think to myself in my head, how many days have we been here of the week that we're going to stay for his thing?
I think you used 2 days so far.
Well, if that's the case, you could have one of those done in 3 or 4 days.
Yes.
Could I get the counterspell scroll made in that time?
Certainly could. That'd be, like I said, these are pricey.
Sure.
That'd be 525 gold.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I didn't think it'd be quite that expensive.
It's something that we're transcribing,
Yeah. Well,
and we have to use very expensive ink, very expensive paper.
That's fine. I think it's a fair price. I just was not expecting. I may be back.
Okay.
For that.
Well, we aren't going anywhere.
Appreciate it. I leave.
Hmm?
Like go back to we're staying at a tavern or
The Golden Bucket.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you think the discount shop would have a discount version of it?
A
Counter
dis
spell?
spell.
Counter spell. It's a spell that when you cast it, it just
Produces
1,
a counter.
2,
Spells.
3,
No.
4, 5,
It
6.
produces a counter.
It's a spell that counts. Counter spell.
I was
Counter,
thinking
I
of
barely
dispel
know her.
magic, where it's just like it tells a bad dis at them.
I get that.
It's like the Ring of the Grammarian, or like the Grammar Ring or whatever, where it's just, but all the spells are misspelled.
Including the word misspelled.
Yeah.
Do you think the discount magic shop would have a meta ring?
No. The Ring of Fourth Wall Breaking.
It just
Wilfred
breaks the
already
fourth
got
wall of the house.
That's what drove him mad. The 30th time.
I did want to find that mail carrier so I could ship off an item too.
That's not a problem. You find the mail courier easily.
Like I have any gold to ship off in piece of armor.
What are you shipping off?
So I took the plate mail and I'm shipping off my old scale mail back to the church so they can give it to somebody else who needs it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was just gonna say I'll actually go with him because I'll send a message to the Church of Hieronymus because I sent them a missive before.
And
when
I'll also
calling Conrad,
send a
so-
message as well
Sure.
to my church.
It would cost you about 10 gold to ship that off because it's heavy.
Cool.
Is there a Church to Hieronymus in the city?
In this one, probably there might be. It wouldn't be very large, but
Well, I'd
Yeah.
take Conrad's body to them.
okay.
Explain the situation that way.
Mail to dead body.
Hello, this belongs to you.
Wait, why?
More reverential.
What? Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Oh, that's Conrad.
Yep.
Why is he dead?
He became a demon.
Did he though?
A monster. Big thing.
Yes.
Are you sure it wasn't the devil?
Devil. Fiend.
Whatever.
Aberration?
Whatever.
Necrotic in source.
Would you,
That's a running joke because we all just can't remember.
We're all
could you
done
carry
with
him?
that.
Could you carry him down down over here to the morgue, please?
I'll carry down to
All
them.
right. All right. You deposit the body at the smaller Erroneous church.
3 days after he's dead.
I would have done that earlier.
Yeah, that would have been
Okay.
done earlier.
Yeah, we'll just say that we're both in the beginning of the week.
The body is accepted.
Doo-doo.
How did yours get accepted before my armor?
What else we gonna? We are on day 3. Do you want to look at the book more?
I'm going to risk it.
Gonna
risk it for the biscuit.
Has anyone looked through Conrad's journal?
No.
I guess I'll start doing that then.
Okay. This will be the 13th book you've read.
Hooray.
Start by rolling a wisdom saving throw for me, please. Your headache is gone. You still can't taste anything.
11.
Your eyes are hurting again.
Oh, Jesus.
Just doing another guidance because I find it interesting what happens to her, but Orin doesn't actually want to be the one to read.
You open Conrad's journal. It's an old journal. It's one he's been using for a while. Some dates seem to skip around. Well, time jump, I should say. Like he just hasn't written it in a while. Eventually, you do find a page in which he states that he was getting his own parish.
Oh, I was actually about to ask, how far back does the journal go?
It goes back to, looks like when he was like in becoming a priest of Erroneous.
So even before I met him.
Yes.
Okay.
It's an old book. He doesn't write. It doesn't look like he wrote in it too often. Just like when it came to his head. It's like lots of I'm super excited. I'm honored to be a member of the parish of whatever so and so, and eventually you do find an entry that is him going to get his own church in Crittenden. Well, what would now be Crittenden. At the time, it was only just the church.
with woods all around it. It describes him meeting you as well, the entire event of that night.
Met Zagat. He's very large.
Um,
Chased by goblins. Saved by a very large robot.
in that, then there's the next day after that, after you had already left. Within the journal it wrote, it is said, after the departure of the dwarves and the robot without a name, metal man without a name, I found some form of coat in the same area that he was found in, but this one looked like it was surrounding. It looked like it was worn by, looks like some bone, like may have been worn by someone else, but long decayed.
Intriguing.
That's not the coat that Conrad was wearing.
That coat.
Oh, it is the coat.
Yes.
Okay.
I will point that out to you at some point. Conrad said he found that coat in the same room I was in.
Well, it wouldn't fit you. Which makes me wonder then, what is the relationship of this person to you?
I don't know. I was found in a state of extreme disrepair as well. And this coat was apparently being worn by bones.
Oh. Oh. Ooh.
Did you fight it to death? And you both
Do you
knocked out?
do you recall where
Do I make
this?
a wisdom save?
Just do a wisdom check.
Okay.
Do you recall where this place is? If you had to go back.
That is a 2.
You got nothing.
Well, could you retrace your steps and go back to where that location is? Where the
We went to the room when we were there.
Yeah.
That
That's
was
the
church
base.
that you burned.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So you were a warbot, though, yeah?
Presumably.
Not so nice, burned it twice.
It's in the name. Warforged.
I
Those
thought you
forged
said.
for war.
Well, I thought you said that there were some that were made for other reasons.
There are. Well, there were, as I understand it. Some of them were like envoys. They would smaller and lighter and could talk better.
I wonder.
And then there are ones that are really big.
Like
even
you?
bigger than me.
Oh no.
Those guys don't talk much.
I guess they probably don't need to.
Are they nice?
No. No. They only understand 2 commands. Attack. Defend.
Attack, don't.
What about move?
Attack and
Because
attack.
you need to move them into the right place.
You kind of just give them the attack order till they reach the place, and then you say defend. They're really not bright. Same size crystal, much larger body.
Oh.
Attack and attackant.
Roll another wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Oh, I want to look at
Which has nothing to do with that awful joke.
Oh, that is a 24.
Okay. You return to the page where it says 7 plus 1.
Yes.
7 and 4. You are able to focus a little bit more. And it seems like what you're able to decipher is more like images kind of thing. It definitely feels like these are aspects of just the downtrodden of people.
Take a drink.
Of the foulness within people in general. The first couple you are able to read is sloth and gluttony.
Mm-hmm. I called this out like an hour or two ago.
Well, it's very easy to tell.
Well, yeah, but I still feel, good inside because of it, regardless.
And then within that, even further, right next to sloth, you see hyphen unknown. After gluttony, hyphen
Varokti.
Oh no.
What?
How do you spell Vrokti?
Vraocti.
What's wrong?
So, okay, quick question before I go on to that. How, like, I know, like, that the idea of, like, 7 deadly sins is kind of, like, a thing that's known on Earth, like, commonly.
Sure.
But how common would that be on Arathera? Like, would it jog that thought?
Not
or
at
is this...
all.
Okay,
Not at all.
just making sure.
we facing the Christian God?
So,
No, just Jesus.
the 7
So we're literally gonna.
are
So,
apparently aspects of bad, aspects of, like, I don't say evil necessarily, but like the bad sides of what makes a person a person. And so far I have figured out 2 of them. One is sloth and the other one is gluttony.
That's not bad.
Gluttony?
Eating is important for life.
But gluttony is the extreme of eating.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Like eating to the point of destruction, eating to the point of harm, eating to the point that others don't get to.
Oh, that's bad. That is bad.
So, next to the word sloth, the word unknown is written. Next to the word gluttony, the name Vrokti is written.
I think there's a little bit of heresy in somebody who doesn't understand Rocky, but that's just my opinion.
Just putting that out there that that's what's in here.
The guy reaches for his hammer, but it's not there. Puts his hand out.
A single oil tear.
You're weaponless at the moment.
So,
Just the hammers that God gave me.
Huh. Maybe I should talk to my lawyer.
attached to
See if
these
I-
guns.
Yeah, the
Just the Henry Cavill comic. Sounds like a shotgun.
That would scare me.
You just bigos somebody.
Yes.
just like a piston pops out.
I see.
I haven't figured
Can't
out.
say
what
I'm not surprised.
Well, I don't know much about this kind of stuff, but
Needs to send a sending to the lawyer.
To the lawyer?
To his lawyer, yes.
He has a lawyer. Oren has
right, I forgot you have a lawyer on retainer.
How goes the contract? I was just kind of curious about what all's in there. Please and thank you.
Signed by Orin.
Who is it?
You don't get a response back immediately.
I figured. He's much more careful than Oren.
It's a form letter.
The contract is extensive as it reads like a cookbook. There are pages upon pages. This eldritch being does not want to let you go.
Ooh.
So when you receive,
Okay.
was it a tell? Or
Message.
of the message? Are you instructed on how to respond?
It's something that's fairly common, and a lawyer would 100% receive messages like that all the fucking time.
Okay. So this,
Because
this form
wizards
of
are fucking lazy.
okay. So this form of telepathy is pretty common, and everyone kind of knows how it works.
It's
A
a
lot,
sending.
the common folk probably wouldn't. Like, if you were to send it to, like,
Huh, what? Who's that?
Right.
I got a major magical lawyer. Like, I spent some money on a magical lawyer.
Totally
specifically.
forgot about that, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Huh. I now have questions. I think this is the first time in my life I've had questions.
I'm not one to say that Wilfred isn't a complete batshit crazy, because he is. But so far, this is our lead towards the destruction of the world.
Well, Fracty will eventually eat everything, but that's just in the fullness of time at the end of everything.
Well, apparently the end of everything is coming very soon. While we're still here.
No, everything should be wiped off well before she eats everything, according to the books.
Well, that's not how it appears right now. Looks like her appetite's gotten the best of her.
Well, that's if, to be fair, all of this is from crazy people.
True, and she's not alone.
Yes, all of it is from crazy people.
Yeah.
All of it.
Cultist or something.
Yeah, both, that book and that book are both from crazy people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why you're emphasizing something we already know.
Now, she's probably not alone, but Wilford does not seem to know who all of these beings are that represent these different aspects. So, but that does mention there's the one, which makes me wonder if that's like maybe a leader? 7 aspects and then one to lead them?
Well, either that or it's if one is taken out of the picture somehow, then there's the +1 to always add back up to 7.
Well, does Brokti have an enemy or a counter force in your religion?
I myself do not know. Is there?
There is. 1 second, actually, I have it written down.
Okay.
Well,
Because he did say that there were 7 good forces.
Yeah, the opposing forces.
Because I myself didn't. I've delved a little bit into it, mostly what Vrokti has. Like the daughter, a lot of that has just been me making shit up on the spot. This is something that seems important enough, I shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Especially since he seems to now have a plan for it.
Yeah.
Specifically, rather than just, yeah, had a daughter, sure, is a bunch of insane worm snakes that tried to eat everything before her. That she wove into a cloak of darkness. Why not? It's a neat little flavor thing.
Sure.
This is a bit more.
I'm interested to see now how this is going to play out with Oren's.
Retired, possibly.
Oren's just going to
Well,
I'm done.
Honestly, with the way Oren is, I could see if there was no other way for him to get out, he may just remove himself from the board. And he likes cooking. So that's just who he is. He's nice that way.
I would say Vroktes doesn't really say enemy, just their opposite, and they just called him Temp.
Called him what?
Temp.
Temp?
Like Tempest?
Like temporary.
Or
Temperament. No, it's God, I actually know what it is. Fuck. I can't do it right this second, but yeah, no, I know what it is. Yeah, is the opposite is temp. She doesn't really go further into that. Just temperance, temp, temple,
TMPE.
TEMP.
Got it.
temperature. No, tempest. No,
Tempest?
Temporary?
probably not. That's most things to her are
Oh.
temporary. Temp.
We need to go to the library and get get a thesaurus.
I don't know. Yeah, just temp.
Huh.
Now that I think about it, there aren't really any stories other than just mentions of temp more than anything.
We never did go to Gwaithane, did we?
You did. That's where Crittenden is.
Oh, that.
Oh,
okay.
Got it.
I want to do a religion check and see if there's any going.
You find nothing.
Cool.
Okay.
You've actually done a religion check on this before as well.
Well, I will say this: if you're right, then the Carnates may. I hope you're not right. I hope I'm right. But if you're right, the Carnates may be closer to your true nature then. But that would be awful. They eat people.
What do you mean?
Oh, the Carnites. So there's my religion. We worship Rakti directly.
Sure.
You know, we believe in spreading good food, being nice to each other, because in the end it doesn't particularly matter. So might as well flavor everyone's soul with the goodness of our hearts. Karnites believe in eating other people to gain their strength and to eat their souls before Vrakti does, so that their souls are larger portions.
Huh.
We try to kill them whenever we find them because they're really nasty people. Usually individualistic, because again, they eat other people for that.
They are also considered very large. Think of it like Thor in God of War Ragnarok.
Well,
they have body to them.
a lot of them are also
Lots of protein.
particularly big. You can mistake them, some of them, for trolls or giants. There's some are bigger on the inside, so they look smaller. Yeah, we don't like them. They're terrible people. Would you rather?
And you say that they also worship Vrakti?
They're technically yes,
Like
but
the
they're
red hand
wrong.
of yes, but for rock.
They're heretics because they
That's-
believe in an aspect, in a way we believe is wrong.
Okay.
We don't eat people. That's not for us to do.
Sure.
That is, yeah. I really hope that's not right though, because I would just feel awful.
Well, I mean, it's helpful information either way.
And this is not the first time I brought up Karnites.
I was gonna say I thought I'd heard that before, but something else that intrigues me is I don't remember if anybody mentioned this or heard this, but Conrad says that the Black Abishai were sent here and he convinced them to help him.
Well, he was also infecting people with a mold in which to take control of people and quote unquote
That's
In
how
strength.
he. That's what he said. Is
Make
he
them-
convinced them by infecting them.
by making them stronger when he actually just killed them and it was just the mold. I think the mold was actually one of these bad aspects somehow and happened to corrupt him. That's my guess.
It's not a bad one,
Really?
really.
I'm actually surprised. Most of the time my ideas are insane.
Well, the thing is, but he didn't.
I know.
It almost sounds
Nodders.
like the way I took it was that he convinced them to help him and then infected them
What he said
to make them stronger.
What he said specifically was he convinced them through the infection that once they were infected, they saw his point of view, and they joined.
Ah, which
Right?
means then that wherever the Black Abishai come from, or whoever sends them, did we ever find out who sends them in character?
There was a religion check that was done. The Abishai are direct servants of the Dragon Queen,
Sure.
Tiamat.
But we know that in character.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Which
they
means-
they were being sent to kill Conrad. He would infect them, and then they change their views based on the infection.
Which means that Tiamat,
Like,
Maybe the infection
Is-
effects knocked him off there. Never mind.
which means that Tiamat is also in on this shenanigans.
She's involved. Well, he was trying.
Is she the +1?
Well, he was trying to bring the aspects out, or no, he's trying to stop the aspects.
Right.
She might be involved. I don't know much about Tiamat.
Could she represent one of the aspects, or is she the +1?
or is the +1 something currently active?
Well, dragons are mostly known from hoarding, so it could be something like greed.
I don't know anything about Tiamat specifically, but isn't she like supposed to be like the mother of all dragons? or
Don't
something?
overreach, by the way,
Gotcha.
because you only have two. You don't have. You do not have greed.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
You have
and-
sloth.
Not known
You
to
have
this
gluttony.
world.
Yeah, we don't know the seven deadly
Yeah,
sins.
I'm
Okay.
specifically trying in character
Just to keep you.
Gotcha. Yeah,
just
no.
to keep you back in
Keep me
line.
down. Keep me down. Gotcha. Can I read the book?
Can I find a Christian Bible?
Also, the seven deadly sins are not mentioned in the Bible.
That's
Sure.
true.
They were
Yeah.
developed
Yeah,
by
that's actually-
a pope in the 1500s.
It was written not popularized or something.
Before that,
Yes.
It is popularized. Yes.
So, That's why I just said, could she represent one of the aspects, or is she potentially just the +1? If she doesn't represent the aspects, maybe there's 7 aspects and then like an extra, a leader.
Well, she was trying to stop Conrad, and Conrad thought he was saving the world, but he really wasn't.
I think maybe his methods were misguided, even if maybe he's right and that's what he was trying to do, but I don't agree with those methods. And even Asher didn't agree with his methods.
Is it possible that it's bringing or destroying the 7 becomes the 1 or summons the 1?
But then it
Releases
It says
the 1?
the
+1, so it leads me to believe that there are 7 and another rather than 7 combined to create 1.
Well, didn't
Or
he
They
say?
distinctly separate the 8th from the other 7.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say. I thought he said that there was always 7. So if one were
Or-
removed, maybe it's +1, as I said before. But
Maybe we're thinking
maybe
about
it is
this
also
wrong.
that plus a leader.
Yes, there's always 7.
There are 7, but there's one more. Now there are 4. What if there's
There's only 4 active or alive right now who have taken up the mantle of those aspects. Maybe the reason why he doesn't know what sloth is because there is no representation for it yet. Because only 4 have their active
Okay, thinking of it as now there are 4. Okay.
champion of that aspect.
So there's 4 possibly known in this book.
Well, with enough time, I'll find out for sure, but I don't know right now. It takes a long time to get through this.
All I
stuff.
know,
There
if
are
I be
7, but one more, and there are 4.
and
So maybe-
no, and that's and. It's not.
Right.
I heard now there was 4.
I was going to say, is the phrase...
I heard it as and, but I'm interpreting as it to mean that there are 4 representatives of the
Is the
aspects.
phrase incomplete? Where did
The
that
whole
phrase
thing
come
seems incomplete.
Where did that come from? Was it written down?
'Cause-
somewhere?
Right here.
Conrad said it.
I point to the book because it
But-
came out of Wilford's book.
But
Yes,
is it from a torn page in the book?
I pointed out on the page. in the
Oh
book.
God, you're
I
pointing
looked
it at him.
I looked
Yes,
at it.
yeah. I turned the book around. And I said, "It's right here. This is where it came
Wisdom
from."
saving throw.
I intentionally
Thanks.
look at it because I've been intrigued by
You're
this
welcome.
book.
I'm guessing Orin also accidentally takes
If
a
you
look
all
at
looked
it.
at it,
Yep.
That's a 6.
23.
Hey, I got a 7.
We need our smart person here. We're all dumb.
ouch.
Hey, I've got
You
intelligence
just immediately
of
look
14.
away. You cannot look at it.
Same.
Yes.
Ow.
You're able to look at it. You don't get the same information that Asher did, Asher Lilly did, but you do see 7 lines and then 1 additional line. So 7 plus 1.
Oh, there's 7 lines and 1 additional one. Interesting.
And you also get a headache along the sides, moving to the back.
Like a migraine.
Yes.
I need some herbs for this one.
God, migraines are terrible.
Yes, they are. See, everybody didn't. Okay,
You just showed
Most of them just start looking away.
okay.
Or just closes his
flashing
eyes.
that around to everybody in the tavern, like even like just random
People just go crazy and run out screaming.
This is why we can't have nice things.
I think you need to put the book down. Remember, it has effects.
Oh, I guess I'm just so used to it by now that I forgot.
Oh, because
Pace yourself with it, please. Sometimes knowledge takes its roots in own forms and then becomes a part of you, and then you go around crazy and doing things.
like Wilford.
Like Wilford.
Well, I'm starting to. Yes.
So, Talar. We could head to Talar to. Shit, why were we going to Talar? Oh, totally spaced it.
Temple of Forgotten Gods.
Temple of Forgotten Gods, that's right.
Ask them why they want Heartswood.
We could
And
try and
possibly
figure out.
the 7.
Yeah, we could try and figure out why they want Heartswood and see if they know more about the 7.
Plus 1, but not
Now I'm starting to think these are forgotten aspects. I don't see that as much different from a forgotten god. If they're this powerful.
Well, Vracti
Because some guys.
is... I thought Vracti was a god. Probably still
I like,
is.
I like how you and I have switched. Now I'm like, maybe Rakti is a god, and you're like, maybe Rakti is not a god.
It's one of those, this entire thing is like...
Maybe it's not a cult.
Maybe it makes the most sense.
Meanwhile, maybe this is a cult.
that such a bad thing? We're at an ice cult. We're at least better than Carnites.
Taco Tuesdays.
We can't be evil.
My church doesn't even have Taco Tuesdays.
So Talar to speak with the Temple of the Hidden
I
Gods.
thought that's where we were heading eventually. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Or
one
Mora
option.
for the library.
We could go to Old Mora to find the ancient library and see if there's more information there.
I wonder if it's guarded
The
by a giant
dehydration
sentient
station.
owl.
Which is on the way.
That would be on the way for Talar, right?
Yes.
And then which direction is Old Mora? Like,
You actually will most likely go through Talar to get
to.
Yeah, because you have to go through Goithane as well. Like it's gonna be a bit of a travel.
How far off is Kronkall the opposite direction then?
Essentially, once you get down to the dehydration station, you're gonna be going east instead of south.
Okay. Trying to get you your wyvern armor.
We should
'Cause they
probably
said
do
2 weeks on
that.
that, and that's probably done by now. Right?
It's most definitely done at this point.
Well, I think that should be. our
How
path.
how long would it take us out of the way if we wanted to go hit Kronkall?
A couple extra weeks. Because it's just more like getting back to the main path.
We need all of you to learn a teleport circle.
I'm trying.
I can send messages right now if you know somebody over there.
Oh, what if we send the person to have it
No,
sent
but
to
you
them?
don't know the person over there.
Oh, there's that.
Did he not meet the shopkeep?
Nope. It was just me and him, I think.
Did we leave any of the people
Maybe
that were on the
Brian.
ship that are still there?
Huh?
Any people that were on the ship that are still there?
What ship?
That's a different game.
Yeah, it's a different game.
That's a different game.
It's gonna be level 10 before I get that.
That's a strong one. Do we have like an idea of what our time crunch is like? Are we
You have no idea what your time crunch is,
Or if there's a time crunch.
or even if there is one.
Well, Conrad has been stopped for the moment. Hopefully
What's-
permanently.
What you feel like is if Conrad found this code, you haven't read any further into it, but let's say he found it shortly after finding you. That was over 40 years ago. He could have been
So we
working
have
on
some
he could have been working on it for that long.
Well, we may have some time. Gods work on different time scales than mortals.
Yeah.
Well, we could try I guess. Does anyone mind if we take the extra time to go back to Kronkall?
I think anything we can do to make ourselves more prepared is
then we
probably
can
for the
find
best.
Bob and hire Bob as our new tavern keeper.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I wanted to do.
And
Bob? Okay.
Doesn't Talar have teleportation areas?
Yeah, let her open up a pop-up magic shop in there, sell her goods from there, and watch the shop for us.
Hey, you know they have a branch right over here.
Wait a minute. Can we wait? If she has a branch here and a branch there, can we not go in there? Ask her.
I don't
if,
know.
As a service, she can take us there.
I didn't go in
Is
there.
Bob's
I just
magical
found
weapon
it.
here, or did she just make that up?
yeah, you stepped outside to smoke a cigarette, and there is a
There's-
discount. There is a discount magic shop in this town, but we did not go in. We have not gone in it.
Because that would be incredibly convenient for us if Bob would be willing to do that for us.
It's a chain.
That would save a lot of time.
Orin likes thinking in the because it involves twisted logic. Orin's on it.
I like it. I say we
Okay.
give it a shot.
Yeah, let's go check out. Let's
Well-
go check out Bob.
Yes.
Remember that the things don't do. They do what they say that they're going to
Yeah,
do,
but we're
in a
going.
weird way.
But they don't
I'm
do what
sure
they're
it'll
supposed
be
to do.
fine.
Just like my cloak. Oh, God, son of a...
We're not going there for items. We're going there to see if there's an alternative service to transport us.
Which couldn't
you know-
possibly have any bad ramifications at all.
Exactly.
Discount travel.
I'm usually I'm the one that's
It
just
takes
like,
you somewhere
know,
close to where you want to go.
Trinick has a point.
Usually I'm the wild
does?
card, but y'all.
Oh, well, he does have
y'all
knives.
proposing some stuff that
What's
Yes.
wrong with checking up on Bob?
we can check up on him. I'm just saying.
They might not
using
even be
them
able
for
to do it.
transportation might
Is
not
Bob a
help
him?
when-
I thought
No.
Bob was a her.
Bob's a her.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go talk to the Bobs. But I'm just saying, if we use
Just don't look
Bob,
at
I think there's only one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's just one.
Yeah, this is why, because Bob's place exists in multiple places at the same time, so why not just use that to go from one place to the next place, because they're the same one.
I'm with it. I like it.
Let's try it.
But then how are we going to get our wagon back?
It was not that good of a
That is a good point.
How about... Wait, no, you pull the wagon,
I
don't
pull
you?
the wagon, yeah.
Maybe some of us take the wagon and some of us take the Bob?
Well, we don't know if Bob will actually transport us, so we need to check on that one first.
Maybe we can fit the wagon.
How about
inside.
you guys check on that? I'm going to stay here with the journal.
We may be
Because
able
that
to fit
seems
the
less
cart in the
crazy
Bob.
than what you guys are going to try and do.
Because you gotta
the hell, I'll
think,
go
there was
see
a
the
whole
wagon.
campsite in there.
Let's just
Yeah.
go see Bob.
Bob might just be able to transport the wagon too. Let's go check with Bob.
I'm going to stay here and look at Wilford's journal because that's less crazy.
I'm going.
You're going with us? Okay.
I don't know,
Like
because
Bob and
if
Wilford
you
probably
go
came
down,
along.
you might need help.
I'll be
Bob's got
alright.
like a magical transportation.
We'll just say
aka
Brody's
catapult.
staying with you.
Probably.
Okay.
Discount teleportation.
Where are we?
You are somewhere.
Jumping by trebuchet of teleportation.
Catapult of teleportation.
Trebuchet of teleportation is more alliterative.
It is.
It is an actual catapult, but
All right. So you make your way to the alleyway for magical item discount shop.
I point them to where it is, say, bye. I'm going to go back and keep looking at the book.
are you gonna go too, or are you gonna
I'm
stay?
gonna
with
go
it?
in.
You're gonna go.
I'm going in
Despite
because
my-
I'm the one with the
Yeah, does
idea.
have to psych himself up before going. It's like, okay, it's gonna be weird.
Look,
Don't
you-
think about it.
Look, you wanted
Ask the
this.
question. Get out.
Yeah,
Alright.
just
It's a
be like
good thing
me.
none of
Don't
us are a
think about it.
clockwork soul or something, because they're just
Yeah.
the weirdness of this world would just break us.
So you enter the discount item magic shop.
The way you said that was so ominous.
So you
Well, he does
Roll
have,
a death
You find
saving
yourself back in the mansion.
throw. You wake up in the mansion.
It's all a dream.
That's what the transportation.
Fuck.
Yeah, the last 2 weeks have all been. Yeah.
So you open it immediately. What you see in the first two aisles are dolls. Dolls
Oh, don't like it.
upon dolls.
You got more?
Don't
Upon
like it.
dolls.
All right, which one are you in this time?
All porcelain.
Are any of you?
Hey, Bob.
They all look at you.
Oh God,
I don't like this.
I don't like it.
Maybe Trick was right when he said Bob's.
Just for the hammer.
You hear some cackling from one of them.
Orange just waves. Hello.
They all raise their hand. Hello.
Oh, that's disconcerting.
Orin is just rolling
Do
with
they
it
all
as he
have their
does.
own unique voice? So it's like
Yes.
it's a chorus of hello.
Yes.
Bob.
This was your. This was your idea.
No, this
No,
was
this is
my
his
idea. Hey, Bob, we had a question for you if you don't mind.
They all look at you.
So this place exists in one space, but that space is tied to multiple spaces on the outside, correct?
No.
No,
No.
it's not.
No. Separate places.
Oh, it is several places.
It is separate places.
Oh, several places, and each one is bigger on the inside than the outside. I'm sorry, that's my mistake. We were hoping you were one space connected to multiple spaces.
Nope. That'd be breaking too many realities.
Oh, that's where they draw the line.
Otherwise, you end up with towers that randomly explode.
I mean, he's not wrong.
You
Yeah,
know,
okay.
that
Oh, I
did
see.
happen once.
We ran into that actually.
But that was a magical stove with an
Nice to know,
elemental.
though.
Do you think Wilford bought his stove at the discount magic?
It's entirely.
I'm not talking about that tower. There's a tower in Croncallum that exploded as well. So there's multiple
Oh, yeah.
exploded towers we have come across.
This is a
Turns out they're all
Anakin's
Bob's
world.
fault.
If I had a nickel for every time a tower
You've
exploded. I'd
Come
have two
down
nickels.
with
That's why I gotta
exploding
have it
tower
twice, right?
syndrome. In 3, 2.
Bob,
Anyway.
we were wondering, would you be able to transport us quickly to Croncall?
I mean,
Like a teleport? Or...
technically,
Telephone ports, but a teleport.
Not sure I like the sound of that technically.
yes.
Can you...
How many pieces would you like to arrive in?
Yeah, see, there it is.
One?
Well,
In
hold up.
The same
Whoa.
format as I left it there for?
Maybe. Maybe. All the dolls are nodding their head as maybe.
Why is it a maybe and not a yes?
Maybe.
I don't like this place.
How's the hammer treating you? Not well, I see.
It hasn't come back yet.
He had to
Oh,
transport
it'll
it.
probably return, maybe. It always returns. Anyway, teleportation.
That sounds very ominous.
Yes,
yet again.
we would like to try to get to Cromcal very quickly.
In
How quickly?
ourselves.
Like,
3 to 4 business days?
Get him barely.
that is faster than
It's faster than
pretty
you
fast.
walked it. I
So,
mean,
so long as we're still alive at the end in generally same condition.
yeah, same condition and alive for everyone.
Are nightmares a problem?
Mm.
I mean, most of us have those already.
I've never had one. Though they,
Yes. You're the other
No,
you're the odd man out.
I've never had one.
My first one.
I
that's
dated
right.
a mural of my
They're
dreams.
good dreams for you. That's right.
We just look at RJ like
Most
normie.
people would be like a nightmare.
You hired me. Actually, no, I was put upon you guys. Never.
You were fired.
And then rehired.
RJ's far too normal for this group.
Yep.
And you're still alive because of it.
True.
I mean, I certainly can. Maybe.
Don't like the sound of that baby.
We can certainly try.
If we send him.
okay,
then we-
sounds like we can do it.
If we send him first,
Well-
we can fix him.
We got until the end of the week, so
So, how would we go about doing this?
I will need 1 diamond
would that work?
and the blood of an innocent.
I'm pretty innocent.
No, you are not.
What do you mean?
Is that 1 diamond per person or 1 diamond for the group?
1 diamund.
I'm so.
Okay.
What does she mean? I'm not. I'm
I'm
What
guessing
did I
someone
do?
who has not murdered anybody.
I've only
He's having it looks like a religious crisis right now. You should probably leave.
He's had a rough day.
Oh god.
We were starting to believe him, but then he started doubting himself.
Come
Okay.
on, buddy, it's okay.
Yep. Nope. I have murdered people.
Acceptance is the first step to recovery.
The first couple are pretty rough, but he used to it.
I mean, I thought they were bad people still, so I thought it was okay.
So you justify it. It's fine.
That's the fieriest thing you've ever said. Yeah, so you justify it yourself.
Yes, officer, this man.
That was
He did it.
amazing. I appreciate that so much. But no, we're just like, whew. Oh god, I have.
Is there any way we can do it without the blood of an innocent?
Oh, that was just for me. It tastes it tastes great for my coffee.
So, Bob, are you one of the 7? He just asked her straight out.
Right now it's still the dolls. They all close their eyes. Who?
Okay, I'm going
One
to
of the
choose to believe her.
Did we pick up an extra diamond from Conrad? I can't remember if that was one of the items picked up.
We have some diamonds.
Do you think creepy's one of the aspects?
I have 2 right now.
If so.
Yeah, because I have one
I'm
on me for
still
Revivify.
worried that pain might be an aspect, and I'm now an evil god.
You're not an evil god. You're the champion of evil.
know.
Well, for one, you haven't, killed us all yet. Gods are pretty powerful, and while you're strong, you're
That's pretty true.
not city wrecking or world destroying strong.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think you're closer to what I am if Rocky is actually that, which is just kind of the chosen champion.
7, 1, and now it's 4. What if they're conduits?
Gordon's probably not gonna like that.
Well,
Let me check something. He just lays on hand on you real quick. Does it still work?
Yes, it works.
Okay. Well, I think I'm still.
You can still feel the presence of Morden upon you.
What if it's a relative equation? What if the 7 plus 1 is like a conduit for a person, and now there's 4 conduits per
Anyway,
god to
Bob,
create?
have a good time. Bye.
Bye, Bob. We'll be back later in the week.
They all nod their heads. See you later.
I hope that changes.
Oh, well, I was wrong. I thought it was one
You didn't
space.
think you could feel a fear. There it is.
Yep. Hive mind doll swarm. Yep, that'll do it.
The thing is, Orin's just
No
accepting it.
fear. One fear.
That
I
was
now have one fear.
I fear no man, but that thing.
I know for a fact there's at least one tea party with that amount of dolls in that way. And Orin was just happy with it. Because it's good tea.
We'll go back to the group. Bob says she might be able to get us all to Kronkal for the cost for a diamond.
That's cheap.
And the blood of the innocent.
That was
Well,
more
we don't
for
have
Bob.
any innocence.
That was more for Bob. It's not really a component for the spell.
But it's still
I
payment
think
for
we
her.
can talk around it. I think we can talk about now from that.
But what are they going to do with the blood of an innocent if it's not for casting
It
the
goes to the
spell?
coffee.
Yeah, she said it was for a coffee.
Oh, what is Bob?
Bob is a
Several dolls this time.
yeah. She's an army of dolls right now.
She is a they now.
Yes,
Several.
very true.
Several.
Yes,
Several.
Several thems.
Several thems.
more of a these.
Oh, they are now a those.
Like a flock or a herd.
They do
What's
go in
this?
A
herds.
flock of these.
A murder of dolls.
That's too
That
appropriate.
sounds like that would be.
Did you make any progress on the book?
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
I'll be right back.
No, I did not.
What'd you get?
8.
You closed the book. That's enough for today.
And you know what? I still feel like I had a better time than they did.
So many dolls. So many dolls.
Oh, that's a new reaction for you.
I don't like dolls. I'm now realizing I don't like them.
Why? They're just like you.
I know that you know you'd think that,
But,
but
but they're very small.
I think it's the human-like eyes set into the empty faces.
And the fact
Mine
that
just glow.
That's fair.
They're just light.
I think it's the fact that they're also made out of toilets.
What?
He's going for a bad porcelain joke.
Oh.
That
That's
was
assuming
bad.
they have
I know.
modern
That was
plumbing.
bad. Like you tell some bad jokes.
It was a shitty joke.
That was
That one is better. That one, that's
a better
better.
joke.
That's better.
Why does my brain hurt worse now than it did before you guys?
bleeds.
Well, I was looking at the book.
What day are we on now? 4 or 5?
At this point, it's day 4. You go to check in on the status of your hammer just because you're curious, you're
Yeah.
bored. And there actually is like looks like a small team of dwarves working on it.
And they're all saying
I'm
hup.
just there like at a pizza shop watching them make the pizzas.
Yep. You see that they're currently working on the main form of it, trying to get the hole centered. Not a process you see very often because hammers aren't made very
Are they
often.
singing a jaunty tune?
No, you just know that there's one person beating a drum, but they are actually trying to hit it in time because there's several people hammering
They're
it.
doing that blacksmith thing where they're all going in.
Yeah, ting ting ting, ting ting ting.
Like the beginning of Dumbo, when they pitch the
Yeah, kind of.
circus
Yeah.
tent.
Yeah,
That was an obscure reference. I'm glad I knew what you were talking about, but yeah, kind of.
Dude, that movie traumatized me as a child.
Traumatized everybody.
Dude, the pink elephants, man, like,
That scene is fucked up.
and I didn't know what alcohol was when I
Yeah.
saw that either.
Yeah.
So like, I'm just like, I don't understand why he's hiccuping. What's with the bubbles? Like, I'm terrified of bubble
Why are there
baths.
ghost elephants? And
Yeah, like I didn't take bubble baths
why don't
forever
they
after
have
that.
eyes?
It was.
I did not catch any of that when I was a kid.
Oh my
Sorry
god,
about that.
whole and the way that the movie starts
I like
isn't
glazed
great
over.
either. Like the shackles on the
How the hell did we get to this?
Dumbo.
We're talking about Dumbo.
Dumbo
Okay,
is traumatizing.
But how did we get to this?
Don't
Yes.
hammering.
Hammering, yes.
Getting hammered.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right.
Sorry, it was just one of those.
But yeah, you see that they are working on it, and you're glad that they managed to
Gives a big
salvage.
thumbs up. as They
You-
look over at me.
They all look at you like, "Who the fuck is that?"
There's just
Like
a,
an old school Noble Roman.
Yes.
There's just a big. Yeah.
Yep.
They don't even recognize it.
They go back to hammering.
I picture them chanting hup
good
in
form.
unison. Hup, 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 hup,
They're
hup,
they're
hup,
not
hup, as they work.
they're not
Hop, ting,
beavers.
hop, ting, hop, ting, hop, ting.
Anyone else want to do anything, or are we going back to the book?
Did you want to get that dispel scroll, or you voted against that?
You know what?
I don't have enough money, and I didn't want to ask for people for it.
Orin's gonna try to find a regular magic shop. He is not asking anyone because
It's right around the corner from the other one.
I don't have a lot of money, but I don't give you all of my money for a counterspell. Like, just having someone who
How much
no
do you
counterspell.
have?
I only have like 94.
Not you.
I have
what do you want?
200,
I could pitch.
but I would
100.
need almost 1,000 to get counterspell and dispel.
counterspell. Let's see,
Having even one of those
Have I
is
even gone
better than
through?
having
I haven't gone
either
through
of them.
this bag.
No,
I
you
mean, I
have not.
agree, but I'm not about to take everybody else's money.
Although than the 2 diamonds.
I'm gonna
lend you 94 gold.
Open up the bags actually.
Well, that's 300.
While,
I'll
while
give
they're
you
doing this, I'm
106.
slinking away.
Like, oh no.
You have
Did you
what?
need
Oh
500?
no.
500 and...
So I
I don't remember what he said it was. It was 5
Oh,
something.
525.
I'll let him go
Maybe
ahead and do
that's
that
what it was.
first.
You have a hoard of about 2,000 gold.
Jeez.
I'm sorry, what?
Where are you hiding that?
Hey, here's a loan.
You guys are talking. I slink up.
I
away
could give
and
you
go,
all of my money. It's only 94 gold, but it's all I have.
Well,
but
that's-
I would happily give it to you.
Well,
He's
that's
just over there like
3/5 of the way there.
1750, 1750. What?
How much did you say you needed?
Well, for one of them, it's 525. For both of them, it's a little over 1,000.
Oh, okay. I just give you 1,000 gold.
Oh,
What? What?
I don't think I've ever seen that gold that much in my life.
What?
Very simple explanation, actually.
Wait,
He's a rogue.
how the hell did? Where did you get that from?
Did you all not?
Did you
remember-
train your raccoons?
Did you all not see me go through Conrad's pockets?
Oh yeah, I helped you with that.
No.
Oh.
Conrad is paying for those spells. Enjoy.
Good. Good.
Hey, let's go. You can show me so I don't wander
Yes,
off.
I can.
I just wanted to get some scrolls, not so I could learn the spell, but just so I could cast more
Although,
in emergencies.
point, the spells aren't ready. They would have to make them, and that's going to take another 3 to 4 days. But if we buy them in Kronkow, they may already have them ready there.
That's a good point.
So I say you hold on to the money,
Okay.
and we will.
It's alright. Like you.
I say
you
you-
hold on to the, and it's all.
It just disappears.
The money was gone before you finished.
That was
sentence.
amazing.
Trinick knows that as a cantrip, teleport money. If the money is his money, then he can teleport it within eyesight at will,
To his
within
pockets.
arm's range.
I mean,
yeah.
I do have a very high sleight of hand.
What he doesn't know is Conrad exclusively deals with coin mimics.
You have an amount of coin mimics.
And amount.
It's like give me gold coins.
Yes.
Those are the scariest because they
Is there
take
like
your
a-
actual money and they eat that, become a swarm,
A mimic horde.
a horde, and then once there's no more coins, then they eat the person hoarding it.
I'm assuming the bag is actually small and can.
They're terrible things.
It's
that wreck
a few small
economies.
bags.
Yeah. But 1,000 coins.
I thought there was another.
I picture it like,
like
like Tiny Tina's.
No,
Beat
it
up
actually
the
weighs a
mimics
lot.
and they explode into money. Yeah.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Oh, I'm not gonna. Okay.
That is a 16.
We're about to get to the magic shop in just a moment. Okay. You are reviewing the book again. You decide to stop looking at the pages where you think there might be relevant information because
Sure.
it just hurts your head more at this point.
I would have be interested to look more at the tree if there's information, if those pages are present.
Sure. You kind of do some quick page turning, and then you do find what looks to be like a diagram of a tree.
Ooh.
Oh, excuse me. You're able to pick up. It kind of says the same thing that Nithug told you. That it seems to connect to all the different planes, all the different universes.
Nice.
That there always is and was and will be a world tree.
Does it mention or have any sort of information that would guide us to maybe a potential location on this plane?
Not that you are able to decipher with a 16.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take a crapshoot here. I want to see if there's any information. Like, did Wilford know what I was?
Okay.
Because I was in that dagger and Felix had it, and at one point they were together with Wilford. So maybe maybe Wilford knew.
Do an investigation check.
Didn't Felix get the dagger from Wilford?
No.
I thought it did.
Not
That
specifically.
was a hammer.
Oh, it was a hammer. You're right.
So what did you say?
Investigation check.
Bluff. Oh my God, that's a 20.
A natural 20?
No.
Okay. 20 total.
I wish, but it is a 20.
Okay. You go start just skimming through the pages really fast, and you make it to the end, and there doesn't seem to be any mention of the dagger or Felix being possessed or anything like that.
Okay. So he was not aware. Or at least if he was aware, he didn't write it down.
In
but there's
this
still,
book.
I was going to say, and there's also a few pages missing. Did we know if there were other journals, like, in the tower?
Oh, there was almost definitely still many journals.
Was being the operative
Where?
word.
Yes. Most of them are blown up.
And we didn't check to see if anything survived, did we?
No.
Not a whole lot did.
The stash survived.
The stash survived, the box with Felix's hammer survived, and the upper rest of the floors of the tower were all gone.
I don't think we can fly though, so I don't think we can get there yet.
It's not dinner time yet.
Almost. Got like an hour and a half.
I mean, there's no guarantee he knew anything anyway, but... When does... Okay, so timeline-wise, does this journal, like, catalog... Like, is it in chronological order? Or was it more like a matter of, like, Wilford had, like, 19 journals he was all keeping at once, and, like, there's no rhyme or reason to the way that the
It
information
is all of the
organized?
above.
Okay,
It is all of the above. These dates don't make any sense
sure.
for what do have dates. Some of them aren't even
Somehow the
dated.
somehow the
September
pages-
42nd.
Somehow the pages
Do you
are in the
remember?
wrong order.
That
The
one
42nd day
The
of
third
September?
sun rose and then immediately set. And that was the date.
On the 4th of Cork.
that one time a leaf fell.
Starting.
3 times.
Starting.
No shit, there I was.
For real,
No
for real.
cap,
For real, for real.
Started. 1.
Wait. One?
There's one unfinished screenplay.
I feel like opening his journal would just be like, you open it and just screaming.
Sometimes.
That's happened once.
You know, that has happened
happened
before.
once.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's like the
sometimes.
Necronomicon from Evil Dead.
Yep.
All right. Would you like to head to the actual
Yes.
magic item shop?
Yes, I will show him the way.
Did you see the dolls?
You know, I was
No,
thinking about
the actual item shop, not the...
Yeah, the actual one, not the.
It'd be hilarious if the sign is just a discount item shop, but discount is scratched.
Discount
scratched
Bob's,
out.
discount item, discount shop.
Expensive item shop.
You know, I think I'm gonna hold
This is all
off
the good
on
shit.
giving my pamphlets out for a little bit.
Why?
Until I know more about the contract and about what all is going on with Frocty and her religion. You know, I figured it'd be best to actually understand what's happening for once in my life.
Zagat's not
That's
there,
fair.
but at the tavern, he's like,
Something happened.
something's happened.
And honestly,
The world
I
seems
don't blame
brighter.
you.
Good.
From one person to another who knows nothing about themselves or really like the reality of what it means to be me, I can understand that.
Well, the reality for you, at the very least, is you are who you are in this moment. There is a past, but how much that actually impacts who you are doesn't matter as much as what you decide to do now. Anyway, magic shop.
I love Oren so much. What a character.
Oren's great.
You're overthinking
I
things
just,
a
I
lot.
like she just stands outside the item shop contemplating.
shit.
Why is he so deep but so stupid?
Was as broad as the ocean, but as deep as a kiddie pool.
Yes.
The funny thing is, his stats are the opposite. He's 14 intelligence. He's overly intelligent. He just doesn't think of things except very, very like
breadth of the
rarely.
creek,
And when it happens, it's stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You enter the shop.
hello.
It's the gnome again. Hello, how can I help you? I see you're back.
Well, a few things. I was
You
wondering.
have a haunted look in your eye. Did
Do
you
I?
go into the discount item shop?
Several
Well-
times.
Unfortunately.
That'd do it.
Anywho, I was wondering if I could look at your selection of scrolls, preferably lower power ones, just so I could have a wider breadth in emergency situations.
What are you looking for? Just because I can't unfortunately just like throw out all my scrolls and
Well-
have you dig through them.
Preferably ones suitable for combat. I'm less picky on specifics. Magic missile would be great.
Magic missile is great.
Scorching ray, if you have it, that's kind of the higher tier of what I'd be looking for. Oh, I just realized Orden would not know these spells.
I've cast magic missile and scorching ray before,
Oh, okay. So
so
I have
you
an
would have
idea.
seen me cast them.
I need to go pew pew from fingers and then
But-
things go.
Yeah, preferably stuff like that. Maybe some things that would deny
Shatter.
area or deny movement.
Shatter level 2?
I've got a lot of utility for outside of combat, but I really just in case I need a bit more power.
She's looking through her books.
Shatter is such a good spell.
Shatter's great. I
I
have
love
it.
Shatter.
There's a reason I have it. But now I have Vampiric Grasp, which I feel actually works with Rockdy a lot.
All right, so magic
grasp.
a magic missile scroll, which we do have.
Oh,
That would cost 100 gold pieces.
done.
You said scorching ray.
Let me
Scorching ray.
Do you cure or remove discount magic items by
Nope.
just?
We didn't touch that shit.
I
We tried
know I
that.
misspelled this.
We tried that once. I wasn't always a gnome.
Whoa.
What were you before?
I was a Goliath once.
Ooh.
Ooh. Wait. Bob's
All right. Scorching ray will cost you 500 gold.
Wait, does this guy look like the gnome doll that Bob was when we originally met her?
You aren't even there.
I was there for the first time we met.
He was.
No,
You're not.
you're not there at the
I know. I'm asking as a player. It's fine. You can tell me later.
I'll tell you later.
Well,
We know.
I suppose that's a
He knows. He knows.
I suppose 500 is a bit more than I have. I do have about 200 left to spend on this sort of thing. I guess I should have said my.
I would say you can limit yourself to the first level spells.
Okay.
You're very, very baseline.
Well, that's fine. I just need a little bit.
You're basic.
Basic.
What kind of even magic user are you? That is the main question here.
Well, I get my power.
Eldritch or Arcanic, Bloodline.
Eldritch. My
Okay.
answer for him.
Okay. Well, give me one moment,
You
please.
know, I actually am not sure right now.
It's okay.
I worship my goddess, and she gave me powers, but I'm not sure if it's. Yeah, it's yeah.
It's up in the air. Got it.
I mean, you do know a spell literally called Eldritch Blast.
Why did you come with us again?
I think he went to go check the other weapon shop.
Just so
Check
you
on
are
his weapon.
aware,
That's right.
magic missile is more of an arcanic ability.
Oh, I can't use it?
You could not be able to use magic missile.
Oh, here you go.
I already have it,
You can cast from the scroll.
but I can just cast it anyway.
What if you are out of energy and you want to be able to do more?
Touche.
Scrolls are great, or so I've heard.
No, they are. I usually just transcribe them into the book. But
You would probably need something closer to the Eldritch style.
Oh, okay.
If anything, maybe Witch Bolt. Witch Bolt is something we do have.
Oh yeah, I can do that one. That one would be great.
Perfect. That one will be 120.
Okay, that will probably be my last one.
Okay.
Leaves me with 109.
And they place a scroll tube in front of you.
Cool, thank you. Puts that in his pack.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, I think that's it for me.
Very good. Very
Anything
good.
for you?
oh, shield.
The spell shield. That one's one we definitely have. Let me see.
Good call.
Let me see the
I
cost.
can't
of it.
believe I never had it. I didn't even think about it.
It's a good spell.
It is. It's great.
That one will be 120 gold.
Absolutely.
Very good. They take another scroll. Looks like it's fairly new. Sits it in front of you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Quite welcome. Is there anything else we need?
Well, I think that's it for me.
Very good. Very good.
Well, thank you very much, and you have a pleasant day.
You as well.
He walks out.
All right. Are you gonna do anything, Trenick?
I don't think there's anything I need to do.
All right.
Are we? What? We're still in
Storm Shield.
Storm Shield. Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing.
Are you doing anything, RJ?
No, I'm not technically working on getting resources to help right now.
Fantastic. You.
I'm good.
Okay. Well, we're just gonna do some fast forwarding. Then we'll say we're gonna get to the 7th day.
You know,
You go to retrieve your hammer.
you can make money.
Um,
Just sell tickets.
Right.
You pick it up. It's not exactly how it was originally, but it's not going to be. But you do get a new hammer. The wood handle is now looks like a nice walnut. Hole fits into your hands just right. It's not like it's not perfect, but it's good enough for in terms of like the grip. The hammer head is very, very well done as well. It would be a masterwork hammer in this case. They do have. It looks like a square hammer, very much so. Some engravings on the side, nothing too fancy though, but it is very, very well made. Feels like it has like a lot of energy built up in it, like it should, if it's well made.
Ooh, excellent dwarven craftsmanship once again.
We needed to make sure that you were getting what you actually paid for, so that's why we had so many working on it.
I appreciate it.
Try not to break it.
It shouldn't break. Just don't hit any cursed artifacts.
Got
Again.
Noted.
There was some residual magics in there, but I don't know if that was there or if that was what you hit. So there's going to be some residual magics in there, I think, but it's
Didn't have magic before.
it's technically not even
magic of craft.
It's not even magic right now. It's just like has some of residual energy there, and that's only because we could feel it because we're dwarves. Like it's there. It's in the metal.
Very good. I love it. He cradles it like a baby and walks out. Thank you.
Have a good day. He's a weird one.
So Masterwork Mall.
Masterwork Mall.
Very good.
Well, the thing I can think of is Walnut. And then my brain immediately started playing Balls to the Wall.
All right. Does anyone else want to do anything in Storm Shield?
Sorry.
I think we're good.
All right. Fantastic.
Voting? No? Okay.
All right.
So it's like
He's napping still.
mall man.
All right.
That was worse than what I did.
So
That was bad.
before we all
Feel
have a
bad.
collective stroke,
I do feel that.
Too
that
late.
will actually be it. We're going to stop right there.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were gonna have us leave like in the middle of Bob's teleportation, just to see if it works.
That would be good now, wouldn't it? But I'd rather the terror just sit for a little bit more beforehand. Because I could just go, all right, you get in the circle, and we're done for the day. 5 minutes in.
Or you could do that and then have the results, and then that'd be even worse somehow.
You're all falling through an arcane tunnel, and that's where we end our session.
You wake up at the end of the 4-hour session. You wake up. You've exited the portal.
What's the intro?
I
thought you'd never wake up.
Oh, that'd be good.
Oh, you're finally awake.
No, worse. You wake up at the very beginning of the session, time traveling back
Back
to
in
right after that fight.
the cave. In the
Nothing had happened.
Son of a bitch.
That would be terrible.
Just follow the steps. Follow the steps.
All right, so that's going to be it for us for the day. Very, very basic RP session, which is fine. Especially after last time of 3 hours of
That was
combat.
a lot of combat.
I will be back tomorrow for my usual program. We will be working on a schedule hopefully soon for the next PETPK. So until next time, I hope you all have a great weekend, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Have a good night.